Welcome. You have activated all systems. Deactivation is not an option. The end is where we begin.
Morgan's going to fake it to Hooks. He's going to roll out to his right. Misses a tackle, puts it deep.
Oh, look at this.
And complete to number 25.
Aaron
Down
rolling.
to 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown.
There you go.
Pinnacle. All day. Trying to come back.
Run.
Nope, there it is. 7, 8, and
Boom.
There's Gillis Ross.
Oh my God. Goodness. Wow. One-handed incredible.
That is one of the greatest catches I've ever seen.
Compadre Josh Hoekstra decided to take a night off. I mean, he's a Pinnacle alumni, and I know this is a big rivalry game, so kind of wants to hang out with his friends. I can't say I don't blame him. That's college life for you. So
we were really happy to have Josh with us in those past few games, and anybody who's listening, he's already committed to doing it next year.
yeah, so that's going to be great. and we can talk about some of the matchups and all that kind of stuff. So
when
Rich?
you look at tonight's game, you'll see Pinnacle on the left side because we're away, and Horizon on the right. So Tim had mentioned that Pinnacle is 5-5 coming into this game, and Horizon is 6-3. And if you look at just that statistic alone, you would say, hey, that maybe Horizon should be favored and they're playing at home. But you'll hear Tim talk about it, and we've got some further graphics on what we call the strength of schedule. Basically, who did they play? And we're going to take a look at that. Now, what this is also showing in the statistics, highlighted in the red, if you take a look at it, is just this last week, Pinnacle had the same amount points for as points against. So that goes to show that we are scoring more points, and yet we are holding the defense. Straight up matchup, which Steve's bringing up right now. You'll see on the left side, let's just jump right to it, the white elephant in the room. Piper Science says Pinnacle 38, Horizon 20. And there were some key indicators this time when I ran the analysis and applied the algorithms. The first one you'll see on the right side of the KPIs there, the key performance indicators. The first is the strength of schedule versus the win-loss column. And you'll see that it came up as a negative number on Horizon. Again, just showing that the teams that they played were not at the same level of the teams that Pinnacle has played. And then that point differential, points for and points against, it's one of those statistics that is deceiving, to say the least.
It is.
So,
now, I really think that this game, I know Rich has got all his science behind it. I think the game, because it is a rivalry game, I think Pinnacle is going to squeak this one out. I'm going to predict the score at 24-20 tonight. So it's always a tough matchup
showing
here.
me up. And so
it's all good. So we'll see where that falls.
I think Tim and I can agree on a couple of things, and that's the keys to the win here for Pinnacle will be defensive consistency, meaning stay up for the game, play well, don't get loose, and stay consistent.
One of the rugged men's Covington.
There's a slide that's coming up on some of the players that we want to watch tonight. May I take it from left to right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So on the left side, who you see there is number 33. That's Alex Maxey. By the way, Alex Maxey ranked 7th in the nation for long snapping. And by the way, just committed to Johns Hopkins. Congratulations, Alex. And what we're going to watch on the long snap is just how quickly he gets downfield and makes a huge impact on the receiver, whether it's a punt or a kickoff. Of course, Spencer Rattler, our sophomore phenom quarterback. And then just to the right of him, you'll see Dalton Cash. Dalton plays out of the tight end position and the slot position, just a big man out there. And Tim and I love watching him play.
When they get him involved, he definitely has an impact. So, it's going to see if we'll see if Dalton Cash is in Coach Zupke's wheelhouse tonight. And then you've got David Lee, who's kind of really stepped into the running back position because Hunter Griggs, who started the season as the starting running back, has moved to linebacker. They just needed a bigger body in there, somebody a little bit more physical. And then you got Mr. Higgins, number 73. You know, he's on that Pinnacle line there and definitely creating some impact. So, you know, these guys are always good performers. It's going to be up to Spencer protecting the ball, David Lee hanging on to the ball. I think if the defense can force a couple of turnovers, I think Pinnacle's. Pinnacle. So we'll let Rich talk about that, the playoff outlook.
So
from
here's the
IAA.
playoff outlook, as Tim was mentioning. What we took a look at here with the top 16 teams. Actually, we're listed on the left side of the top 19 teams, and I wanted to show you where Horizon was down there, as Tim mentioned earlier.
Are they 18 or 19? They're 19.
They were in 19, so they have to win tonight, and then a couple of teams at the top would have to lose just for Horizon to get in. We're automatically in. Now, this is just an outlook. We'll know for sure on Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I think that's when the AIA comes out with it. But right now, Tim's right. It looks like we're going to match up and potentially play
Hamilton
Brophy.
or Brophy, and it would be cool because I think that first game of the season, we could have definitely beat Brophy. Well, the crowd is.
There's the kick.
And that's going to be Covington, and he's going to give it a quick pitch back to Witzel, and he's got a huge hole. And nice return by Witzel, tackle by number 30, Brett Rudolph. We got a flag on the play. Witzel went to the left there. I think he should have just hit the gas, and once he had a huge seam, I think they were following Covington on that play. So that little pitch off worked. So.
So I'm looking through the binoculars so I can watch the play, so I don't get to see everything on the field. But it looked like there was just a
block in the back or something.
Yeah.
That's going to be against Pinnacle. So we're going to get pinned deep after a nice return from Witzel. So Spentler Rattler, number 2, is going to be at the helm for the Pioneers. And I believe we've got Covington in the backfield there, I think. Or is that David Lee? I can't see that. Rich?
That is Covington,
number 35 in the backfield off to his right. Split wides.
And it's a handoff.
No, Rattler's got a keeper.
Out to the right.
And nice little run by Rattler. He's going to pick up a couple.
Tackle made by 20 on Horizon.
Tackle made by number 20, which is Blake Sprenger.
Second down on about 7.
Rattler out of shotgun, and Horizon's going to jump.
Yep, and that's an offsides on Horizon.
I don't think we moved.
Nope.
Let's see what the ref calls.
They called encroachment.
They did. So that's going to be a free 5 yards for the Pioneers. We'll take it, especially when you're pinned back deep. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and short. Very manageable. Rattler out of shotgun. And he's looking to pass this one off, and he's going deep. And that's going to be Hatton.
Oh,
Pass intended for Hatton, number 88 for the Pioneers. Number 6, Jack Majas on the coverage.
So Spencer Rattler, number 2, had a lot of time back there in the pocket. He flew out. He threw up a bit of a floater. He's got a
little bit.
He's got a frozen rope for an arm to throw it. And, that was a little bit of a looper design. And it looked like the defender, Tim, I didn't quite see it, but the defender had a hold of Hatton's jersey.
He did, but Hatton went up there to get it too as well. Hatton has made some phenomenal catches over the season, so he's kind of Spencer's go-to guy, it seems like.
And he comes up to the JV games and hangs out with us in the press booths.
Yeah, we hear it all from him. He's a good kid.
Always polite and ask questions. It's awesome.
So we got a 3rd and 2 coming up here, folks. As their refs get this one sorted out here a little bit.
So that's still Covington in the backfield. We've also got number 18. Looks like he's in the.
Oh, that's great. That's Parrish. No, that's Greg Alley, number 18.
I was going to say, so
Greg Alley's wearing number 18 tonight.
Greg played a lot of JV games this year and came up, played varsity last week against Mountain Ridge. He's going to be in the backfield as well here with Covington.
So we've got some players that come up from the JV level that come up to the varsity level. They can play 10 games and JV plays 9, so this game counts. So it's awesome.
And we liked watching Greg Alley this year. He's made some really nice runs, and he puts his head down when he needs to on the JV. So see what he does here.
So Rattler out of shotgun, and he's going to give that to Covington. And Covington looks like he's going to.
He got the first down.
Yes,
sure
he did.
Tackle by 24 on Horizon.
24 is Hunter Elliott that made that tackle. So that's going to move the chains for a Pinnacle first down, which is huge. It's a big momentum boost for the Pioneers. Rattler out of shotgun. Covington in the backfield.
Hand off to Covington again.
Covington gets a nod. And he's going to maybe get a yard.
Yeah, really right back at the line of scrimmage.
They send Covington up the middle a lot. Covington is a sophomore, very, very shifty. I like to see him out in the open field a little bit more. I think he has an impact there, but, and wow, Horizon jumped again. Rattler. And he's got, as we said before, Dalton Cash changes that arm with that football. And it takes 4 Huskies to pull him down.
5 Huskies.
5 Huskies to pull him down.
I didn't even get a number on the tackle. I can't add that quick.
5 Huskies. Rattler was under pressure. They had a linebacker blitzing. Rattler unloaded it, and Nash was kind of out there in no man's land. And good luck if he catches the ball, guys.
I think
he's hard to bring down.
It was an option too. He could have handed off to Covington.
Yeah. So this is going to be Greg Alley, number 18. He's going to gain about 3 yards on that play. Nice little run there. And again, we're making some progress. And again, like I said in the pregame, folks, you get Dalton Cash involved, number 21. He is a big boy. He is tough to bring down. And he kind of started as a lineman before he was brought in. Kind of got into that tight end position there. Rattler out of shotgun. And there you go, Dalton Cash, another big pass. Good luck, folks. And Cash is down just outside the 10-yard. They'll probably mark it at about the 11. And
so
I think
out of tight end position again, did a little, I don't know what you call that, a skinny post off to the right. Yeah. Wide open, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Give it to the big man, and look how many yards he got after the catch.
Yep. So here we go. Pinnacle's in striking distance here. It's going to be 1st and 10.
We're in the
on the 11-yard line.
Chapman Ford red zone.
There you go. Covington gets the nod. He's going to get a few yards out of that one, 2 or 3.
Yep, and tackle made by number 2.
That's Nash Giffen, number 2 on the tackle there. Actually, Nash Giffen is a friend of my wife's son.
There you go.
So good to see him getting involved.
See, I told you have a little bit of green blood.
There you go. So Rattler out of shotgun, double back. And Rattler's looking to pass.
There.
And there's 6 on the board, like that. A wide open Dalton Cash. That took a lot of arm strength to throw that across the grain. Rattler recognized that he was standing out there wide open. The play was all shifting to the right, and Cash was out there all on the left. Like you've seen that Larry Fitzgerald pass. You know what I'm talking about? Last year, he's out there all by himself out there. Yeah. So Jeff McGuire coming in to try to add 1. And Pinnacle's going to strike first here, folks.
So we've seen Spencer's arm strength before. We've seen him roll right and throw, maybe not so much across the body, but certainly down far with both feet in the air. So we know he could turn. He was patient. That's what I think was
exactly. You saw that develop. So McGuire bangs one through. So with 8:41 left in the first quarter here, folks, Pinnacle jumps on top, 7-0. Folks, Pinnacle Football and the Blue and White Club would like to personally thank all the dedicated sponsors for their generous support in helping all the Pinnacle Football student athletes reach their goals on and off the field. Please make sure you stop in and visit all our sponsors during your day-to-day routine and thank them for supporting the program and our kids. One of our sponsors, our championship-level sponsor, is Chapman Ford. There are a lot of places in the valley where you can buy a Ford, but only one gives you the Chapman choice, saving selection and service. That's Chapman Ford on McDowell Road in Scottsdale, home of the Chapman choice. So McGuire's going to get set to kick off here, so that's great. Pinnacle got the ball first, and to start the game. Drove down the field, chewed up a little bit of the clock here, and put some points on. That's it. Now it's going to be up to the defense to stop Horizon.
So we even started, because of a penalty, we started pretty far back in our own side of the field. And then we had a little help with a penalty.
I'm going to see if we can get the deep men there for Horizon there.
Number 2.
Nash Giffen, number 2.
23.
And number 23, Nicholas Brady. So McGuire's going to kick one, and that one is going to be fielded by number 23, Brady. Wow, we got a flag on the play. Boy, he took some great return by Brady. Actually brought down by number 3. It looks like Brandon Pasternak was the one that actually made the final hit on him. He bounced off a few Pinnacle players, but we got a flag on the play.
He did. He kept his feet moving. We didn't tackle him. We had people wrapped on him. That looks like it's going to be against Horizon. Personal foul, face mask against Pinnacle.
Wow. So that's going to give Horizon great field position to start. So this is definitely going to be a call-up for the Pinnacle defense to come up with a stop here. So Horizon's going to get great field position into Pinnacle territory. That's going to be a 15-yarder.
I didn't see the penalty, Tim. Did you happen to see
It was a face mask.
Well, I know that's what they
Yeah.
call. I just didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. So number 9 at the helm, Nick Greger. So Greger out of shotgun.
Got about a gain of 3 on that play.
Nicholas Brady, number 23, is the running back there. So he was the one that got the nod there.
You know, I didn't see who made the tackle on Pinnacle, but I did notice number 44, Big Kyle Carricker out there.
All right.
He was injured. He hurt his foot, and he was out last game.
Oh, it's good to see him back there.
The sack machine, Kyle Carricker, number 44.
So Greger out of shotgun. Brady in the backfield. Greger's going to look pass a pass. It's going to be a screen pass. And that screen pass is out to number 6, Jack Majas.
Tackle number 8.
Tackle number 8, Bennett Leby. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Huskies.
Yeah, 3rd and about 2.
So Greger out of shotgun.
Yeah, it looks like they're loading up on the left side there. Delayed pitch out, and he's got enough for a first down.
And they're going to blow that one dead. I don't know what Pioneer is at the bottom of that pile there.
I'll tell you, number 90.
Number 90, that's Mr. Smurs, Braden Smurs on the tackle there. So that's going to be enough to move the chains for a Husky first down. So, you know, Horizon is a decent team. It's just that they had a little bit softer schedule than the Pioneers. So
I'm not giving it to them. I don't think they're that good. We're going to find out.
as the game wears on. Well, this game's going to get physical. I know that.
I think it has. I saw some stuff out there. It's some elbows. Another pitch out. It looks like a wildcat type play.
And Levy, number 8, tripped him up, but you know that Nicholas Brady, he's a small running back, you know, so he's got a low center of gravity, so he's going to be tough to bring down. You're going to have to get him at the legs. So that's going to be a gain of about 7 on that play. So Horizon's moving the ball. They, like I said, they started with excellent field position on that Pinnacle penalty on that kickoff.
They did. So it's 2nd and 3rd, and they're loading up the right side this time.
So Greger out of shotgun, Brady in the backfield.
6 in motion.
That's Majas. And Flood, the Majas number 6 was the one that caught that reception there. Flood, number 22, on the tackle there.
You know, it looked like Stevenson, number 28, the
Was that
cornerback.
28?
No, he looked like he slipped a little bit, but may have gotten a hand on his foot, but Flood certainly came and finished him off with the tackle.
So Flood is the leading tackler for the Pioneers on the defense, and you know, if these Huskies are getting in the secondary, you're definitely going to hear his name tonight because he doesn't miss much.
Here's a handoff up the middle to number 23.
Yeah, Brady, number 23. He's tough to bring down, that little running back, man.
And that tackle was by our other safety, number 4, Andrew Duvall.
So Huskies threatening here, folks. 5:18 and clicking.
Loading up the left side, 2nd and 2.
Greger out of shotgun, and he's gonna keep it. And he looks like he's gonna have enough possibly for a first down. He gets
That's
it down
really
to about the 10.
close.
Depends on the spot there.
Up,
And
first
it
down.
is a first down. They just signaled it. So this is going to bring up a 1st and goal. Boy, I remember this announcer from years past. I announced the JV and the freshman games and some varsity games live. This guy up here is a handful, so if you hear him, folks, that's all I can say. Greg on a shotgun. Brady's going to get the nod, number 23, and he's going to get wrapped up there. Can't see who.
I got it. Tackles 71.
71 on the tackle is going to be Lucas Jarvis for the Pioneers.
And a nice hit, too, by the way. Take him down.
So we got a second and goal here. Ball at about the 10. Gregor out of shotgun. He's going to pass it. And to a wide open number 35, which is Grant Maliski.
Well, I'll tell you, impressed.
Yeah, they moved the ball. You know, but this game's going to settle in. I told you it's going to be a little tighter as the game goes on. So we got 4:03 left in the first quarter here, folks.
So they started with good field position, but they moved the ball really well.
Who's that kicker there? I can't see that.
That is
33 or
99.
Number 99, the kicker for the Huskies. That's Almeyer, Austin Almeyer, and he's going to bang that one through. So we are all wrapped up at 4:03 left in the first quarter here, folks. So, you know, Horizon had a short field to work with. So,
but they ran some nice plays on both sides of the field. What is it is there a telling sign when they look at their wrist and they're looking at the wrist card and you see some of the key players, the quarterback, running back, wide receivers, tight end, all looking at it as if, I mean, we're the last game of the regular season may change some things up.
Well, there's always a different game plan for every game. I know Horizon runs a very similar offense to Pinnacle. So these guys, you know, they practice it, they run it, they should be able to pick this up pretty well. So 45, Cole Johnson set the kickoff.
35, Covington, and 13, Witzo back deep for Pinnacle Pioneers.
That one's going to be fielded by Covington. And he's going to get nice little return there by Kevin. Boy, some extracurricular activity going on by both teams there. They're going to spot that ball down at the 27. So a nice little return by Caleb Covington, and Pioneers are going to start off first and 10.
I love football, always have, but that was my son getting beat up out there by a couple of guys. One guy hit him up high, the other guy nailed him in the back. Your extracurricular call activity?
That's against your son.
No,
Nice.
not against him. He was getting ganged up on.
So Rattler out of shotgun. Looks like you got Greg Alley back there in Covington. Or is that Lee back there? I can't see that number there, Rich.
Let me get on it. Covington 35 and 18.
Yeah, that's going to be Greg Alley, number 18.
Alley, right.
So,
hand off to Covington. Nice moves.
Yeah, so Covington's going to gain about 5 on that play.
Tackle number 35.
35 on the tackle, which is Grant Maliski.
The guy who just caught the touchdown.
Yeah, so you got some guys playing both ways.
Yep. That's why I've got Horizon fading in the fourth quarter. Rattler and shotgun again. Covington back deep and Alleyed off to the side. Play action.
Rattler rolling out. And he's going to keep this one. And Rattler's going to get the first down and a little bit more. Great call by Rattler. You know, he had a screen pass option out there. It looks like that screen pass was, he was able to throw that possibly to Noah Witzo, number 13. Rattler decided to tuck it and run. I know I've heard his father at practices and sometimes screaming over my headphones and that.
He's about 15 feet away from us.
10 yards at a time, boy. Watch the sticks, you know. So Rattler out of shotgun. And that's Covington. He is tough to get down when he's in the open field. So nice run by Caleb Covington, number 35. He's going to get the ball down to the 29-yard line of the Huskies. So here's the difference, Rich. We're moving the ball pretty pretty easily, and I like to see that because that is going to wear out their defense.
Well, you know, and the fans who listen to us every Friday night, I love the running game, love 4 yards and a whole lot of dust.
So Greg Alley, number 18, is going to get the nod there. Tackle made by number 40, Nathan Bucko.
So when you play that 4 yards and a whole lot of dust game, it starts opening up things like a keeper out to the right side for a first down, a tight end open in the midfield for a big gain, and then Covington running right up the middle because of the 4 yards and a whole lot of dust.
So Rattler out of shotgun, Covington and Alley, and that's probably going to be a false start. These are things that come back to haunt us.
Nope.
Oh, encroachment against the Huskies. So that's great because it was a second and looks like 4. So that's probably going to give us a first down. It is. We'll take it. Moving the ball in the right direction, and that's all that matters.
Back into the Chapman Ford red zone.
Yes. So they're going to spot that ball on the 19, 1st and 10.
We got
Rattler under center, Covington and Alley in the backfield. Rattler going to roll out.
There it is. Big Dalton Cash again,
number 21. Good luck keeping your hands on him all night, guys. Michael Lopez on the tackle there, but a little too late, and that's going to put 6 on the board for the Pioneers. So I want to count about, 7 plays?
Yeah.
Maybe, and Pioneers marched 80 yards right on down and put 6 on the board here. So this game's going to go back and forth here. So it's going to be really up to Pioneer defense to try to shut this Horizon team down. And we already see some kids playing both ways. So I think fatigue is going to be a little bit of a factor as it wears on. So McGuire in for the PAT. He's going to try to add 1 more to the board. Great kicker for Horizon, a senior in his last year here. One of the top in the state.
Pinnacle.
Oh, yes, exactly. Thank you, Rich. See, it's the green blood, right? You know. So McGuire adds 1 more to the board. So Pioneers are going to jump on top, 14-7, with 2:03 left in the first quarter here, folks. So Pinnacle's headed in the right direction, and I like it. So one of our sponsors, touchdown level sponsor, is CPK, California Pizza Kitchen. Supports Pinnacle football, serving up dinner to our freshmen and JV teams on game days. California creativity with a wide range of inspired dishes, hand-tossed pizzas, imaginative salads and pastas. Offering dine-in and take-out daily. This is the place for your entertaining needs. Tackle your hunger and earn rewards. Go to cpk.com for details. I think we're getting some updates. Dan Pasternak, he's our Twitter guy, and he kind of feeds us some information as the games go along with probably some other teams.
Yes, so you have a choice. God bless social media. You can get the tweets if you don't have access to the internet. Well, you need access to the internet for the tweeters, but if you're not watching the live stream.
So McGuire set to kick off, and he's going to boom that one back there. Nash Giffen, number 2, is going to be the return man.
He can run.
And oh boy, we've got a game going back and forth. Giffen, 100 yards. Wow. Wow. We're either going to have a lot of points on the board tonight, or I don't know.
Or what? I think we're going to have a lot of points on the board, but I bet you it's still going to come down to what you were saying earlier, is that the turnovers. Maybe right now it looks like a game, whoever's going to make the most mistakes is going to lose.
And this was a mistake by the Pioneers. So we've had 2 kind of costly mistakes. Penalty on the kickoff, first kickoff to Horizon with a face mask that's cost us 15 yards, which put Horizon into Pinnacle territory to start off with a short field.
That was 99 who put that PAT
and that's
up.
Almeyer with the extra point, and he's going to add 1 more to the board. So we are all wrapped up with 149. That took 10 seconds, you know.
Yeah, not even.
And, yeah, crazy. So, but hey, I look at it this way. Rattler's got a minute 49 to put 7 more back on the board, huh?
Yeah, let's see if we can use up the 149 and end the quarter here with a score. Actually, doesn't even matter. let's put the offense on the field. Let's control the ball, control the field, and just march down and let's get some points.
Well, this is an aggressive game, and it's going that way. Zupke has got to be fuming. He's probably pulling his hair out, which he has none.
Look at him right
there. You go.
If you can get a camera at him, he's having a fun conversation with the referee.
Yeah. So he's not happy about that. I'm sure the boys are going to hear about that.
Here he is in our lower right-hand corner.
Yeah.
They're done. He's done. Okay. All right, here we go. Number 45 for Horizon.
So let's see if Covington or Witzel can do it too. So Cole Johnson, number 45, set the kickoff.
Saw Cole last week catch that really sweet against Mountain Ridge. A few sweet.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 here. So Rattler waiting for this play to get called in here. This is the McGuire. He can hit him from 50, and we're right over that. So we need a little bit more here. And he's got a wide open receiver there. I don't know if that was Spawn.
Stevenson.
Oh, Stevenson, number 28, getting involved there. So we got a flag on the play over here, too, on the opposite side of the field. So let's sort it out.
So I think that was against Horizon. It looked like some hands in the face on from Horizon on number 8, Hatton.
On Hatton.
Well, not on him, but it was the Horizon. The Horizon. That's what it was. But
cheated. If he ain't cheating, he ain't trying.
Depending on the foul against Horizon, and it looks like.
So that's even going to bring it a little closer there.
Yeah.
Because that's 15 from the spot of the foul.
Here we go again into the Chapman Ford red zone again.
So Pioneers are going to have that ball inside the 5 as they're threatening again.
That's going to be goal from, from the 2.
Oh, they spotted at the 2 then. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So we're at 11-11 left in the first half here, folks, with the Pioneers threatening again. And this is a Brian Lewerke play. Stuff it in, man.
Covington out to the left, flag on the play.
Alley.
No, it was Covington.
It was Covington, number 35. We got a flag on the opposite side of the field here. All the way on this side of the field here. So I don't know.
On both sides.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they made, I think, something on the line. They're coming over to talk to, which is a sign that it's against Horizon if we get a choice here.
We just got some word that if Steve, you're listening down there where we're struggling with the live stream, and Dan Passernet came up here and said it's not working so good. I know you're checking the signal speeds there.
Lose viewers to the Twitters.
Crazy. So that penalty was against Pinnacle. Backed them up.
Yep.
So it might have been a hold or something. Covington, number 35, he got wrapped up in the backfield there by number 72 is Justin Segura.
So we second and goal from the 9.
Wow, he was that was intended for Hatton, and he had a receiver. Rattler didn't see him. Who's that receiver way out on the end? Figueroa. He had Figueroa, I think that's out there.
He had Figueroa back
wide open
in the left side. Hatton was coming across the field. I think Spencer Rattler, number 2, may have thrown it just slightly behind number 88, Hatton. Hatton was moving pretty fast across the goal line. Third and goal.
8, yeah.
Watch your back.
And is that Witso?
No, yeah, that's Witso, number 13.
Witso, number 13, kind of out there all alone. So we'll take it as they signal 6 for the board on the board for Horizon or for Pinnacle. So
that was nice. It was in the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Witso was there.
Well,
right, hit him perfect.
Spencer was running out of real estate there, so he, that the box was closing, and if he decided to run, he was touch. Definitely not the first down, so or the touchdown. So great choice. So McGuire with the PAT.
And that's Witzel on the.
Bangs one more through. So with 10:23 left, Pinnacle jumps on top, 21-14. Yeah, 21-14 for the Pioneers. So, folks, want to talk about one of our touchdown level sponsors, which is Marley's Desert Ridge, bringing the best parts of a dining experience to our family, friends, and sports fans, serving up our varsity tea on game day at game day dinner. Testament to great service, excellent food, and a welcoming atmosphere for our community. Marley's wouldn't be the brand without their loyal guests. A great place to go after the Pinnacle football games, located just up the road at Desert Ridge. Popular hangout after the games.
You gonna make it tonight?
I think I might.
I got a beer for you if you do.
Oh.
McGuire is going to kick off from the 40-yard line. Back deep for Horizon is number 23 and number 2. Number 2 is Nash Giffen.
And number 23 is Nicholas Brady. Short kick this time.
Fielded by number 11. Tackle number 3.
Pasternak, Braden Pasternak is going to be the man that Brusky down. So, Coach Zupke decided to change that up a little bit, make short, quick by Fire can kick it in the end zone. And that's what you ultimately want to happen. But lately, he's kind of been right at that threshold there. So they decided to go a short kick. They don't want another 100-yard returning.
Exactly.
So I get it. So let them earn it the hard way, So they're going to start off Huskies on their own 35 position to start.
Yep, let's put our defense out there, get a stop. Defensive stop, the way this game is going, defensive stop big.
McGregor, screen pass.
And incomplete.
And incomplete. Stevenson right there. The intended receiver was Jack Majas, number 6. But Dylan Stevenson, great corner for the Pioneers, junior, right there.
Right there in his grill. If he had caught that thing, Stevenson would have laid him out.
Yeah, he was bobbling. It was definitely a pass. I know that Pinnacle was looking possibly for something thrown the opposite direction there. Pick it up.
So it's great stuff. I've seen teams then follow up a play like that on a hitch and go, so don't bite.
Some Gregory out of shotgun. Brady off to his right. And Majas in motion. Number Gregory looking to pass, and he's gonna keep it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Finally brought down by Bennett Levy, number 8. He eluded about 5 Pinnacle tackles there. Zupke's pacing the field there. He's got to be for that one.
Yeah, you hold on to these guys. Once you got him in the hands, got a grip. You got to wrap him. You got to stay on him.
He's a shifty quarterback.
Now this time he gets caught. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Jarvis got him that time, hanging on the back of his jersey. Quarterback there for Horizon. But that's what makes it a game, Rich.
I'm not complaining. 4 yards and a whole lot of dust. I'm all about that. Didn't expect both of these offenses to come out like they did, but
so Lucas Jarvis was again had his hand on him, so not much of a gain there. Gregory out of shotgun. And he's going to throw a screen pass, a nice dump. And Pinnacle's starting to read that.
Yes.
The corners are starting to read. So that pass was the number 81,
and that was
Dominic.
Tackle by number 6.
That's Hunter Griggs, one of our linebackers.
Some of those plays, and they drove the ball nice on that last drive.
42.
Yep, tackle by number 42.
42, I think that is Zaire Bogle, number 42. Yeah, Zaire Bogle's changed his numbers because they got him playing him a little bit on offense. He was a linebacker, they moved him over to offense now.
So I like the call. We know McGuire can kick it far, but if
yeah.
he can't get it into the end zone, then you've got a risk of number 2 running it again for 100
Right.
yards. So let's do the short kick. They got only the 35-yard line. Put our defense back on. Let's get a stop here before halftime would be great. Go up into halftime ahead. Or you know what would be even better? Pick 6.
Yeah, I like it. So Gregory out of shotgun, shifting a couple of linemen there. Brady in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch out to Brady, number 23. So he's trying to cut that corner, and not going to happen this time.
Not with Alex Flood penetrating through that block.
No way. Flood read that one and played it perfectly. He saw that the whole way. One of the safeties for Pinnacle. Leads Pinnacle defense in tackles. I think he's like 7 or 9 average a game. So, great player.
I'm not sure. Is that a good statistic when your safety is your
Not necessarily, because that tells you what the linebackers are doing sometimes. But you don't want to get that safety out there. Say whatever.
So
we'll take it.
big number 72 on Horizon. He pulled on that and moved out to the right, so he had to block. But Alex saw it, was able to shed it. I don't even think he was. I'm not even sure if he was touched. We'll have to watch the replay.
So Gregory out of shotgun. Brady, they got him. They got him this time.
Oh yeah, number 6, Griggs.
And the defense is fired now. I think they're starting to get Horizon's number here. Defense is fired up, and that's exactly what Pinnacle needs.
And they should. You know, we've seen the emotion on the field between our safeties with number 4, Andrew Duvall, 22, Alex Flood, and then Hunter Griggs, number 6. They're all very emotional players.
Exactly.
Let's get this team fired up.
So it looks like somebody's burning a timeout here. Let's see who it is. Did they signal? I might be.
I didn't see. Here's the signal.
Timeout, Pinnacle. So we've got 14.5 left in the first half here. So and it's 3rd and 14 for Horizon. So Horizon's going to need a little bit of luck here to put some points on the board going in that half. So this is exactly what we need, because Horizon is going to come out the second half with the ball, because Pinnacle got it to start the game. So, folks, if you're out there listening to this is going to be our last season broadcast tonight for myself, Tim Storrs, and Rich Piper. Next week, we head into the playoffs, and the playoffs are all the rights to the airtime belongs to the AIA, so the AIA is going to control those broadcasts. So we get to just be spectators, Rich, and watch. So.
Oh, you didn't get the phone call from the AIA?
I don't want you streaking across the field or anything like that, so it's all good. They warned me about Rich. No, it's all good, folks. But no, we enjoy it. We both have seniors. This is kind of it for us. We hope to be back next year. I kind of want to do it. It's better than what's on TV. So Gregory out of shotgun. He's on the keeper there, and he is going to get nowhere.
Tackle 91.
That's Hatton, number 91 on the tackle there. So it's going to bring up a 4th and about 13, or they call it, well, you got a yard on that, so they're going to call it 4th and 12.
Was there a penalty on that?
No, I don't think so. Timeout Pinnacle. So Pinnacle's burning the second timeout here, trying to save a little bit of time on the clock here. We got 12.9 left. So I know Stevenson is going to be the deep man, number 28. He's already ran one back in the Desert Mountain game. So this isn't out of his wheelhouse, and depending the punt. So depending what Horizon does, because Nick Gregory, number 9, is their punter as well as their quarterback. So Pioneers got to be mindful of that, of a pass too as well. So don't want that going on. And I think they'd kick it here because, I don't think the way Pinnacle's moving the ball, you don't want to give the Pioneers a short field with the arm of
you have
Rattler.
to kick it. There's 13 seconds left in the half.
He's kind of a rugby-style kicker there a little bit. He's just going to bang that one out of bounds, which is good because no time really comes off the clock.
Right.
So Rattler's going to have...
well, a few seconds came off the clock,
Yeah.
but not on the run back. So we'll see what we can do here with 8.5 seconds left.
So they're going to mark the ball at the 51-yard line. No, at the 49 of Horizon. So Rattler's got short field. Like he can throw a 50-yarder, no question in my mind here. So it depends on what Zupke decides to do here. I think he's going to probably try to throw at least one pass outside and see if they can get 10 or 12 yards, or maybe break something big and possibly go in kicking it, or maybe Rattler will be forced to hit the end zone.
I agree, but remember, I watch a lot of football on TV, and that's and that's the armchair quarterback. This is high school football. It's let's see.
So we got big trips to the right there. Rattler's going deep, and he's here it goes. Here we go. And
that's
it's caught.
And pitched back to number 7. That's Parker Red. He's going to go down.
Wow,
So
as time runs out.
Not exactly who caught that. I think it might have been.
I think it was Witso.
Was it
caught
Witso
it.
or
It was
11?
Witso.
Was it Witso?
Witso or Hutchings. I didn't catch that. You see who
looks
caught that?
It looks
That
like it was
awesome.
Witso. That's everybody's congratulating him.
So yeah, Noah Witso looks like came though. We'll give you the credit there, Noah. So anyways, Pinnacle's that's going to be halftime. Pinnacle's going to go in 28 to 21, 7-point lead at half, which is awesome. Again, Horizon's going to come out and get the ball first to start the second half. So again, we're going to see if we start to wear them down. So if we can wear them down, I think that would be great, because Horizon's definitely got some guys that play both ways.
Yeah, so when we were talking about the matchup earlier in the game, well, both teams, I mean, Pinnacle also, they don't score a lot in the second half. Most of their points come in the...
My Butterfingers in there. Stay on.
I know, but I keep drinking your water, so I want to pay it
It's all
back.
good.
So in the matchups we were talking about, when these teams score most of their points, both of them score most of their points in the first half. And Horizon has scored more points in the third quarter than we have against the teams we played. But in the fourth quarter, we actually score a little bit more points. And this is part of the science that goes into the Piper science and all the algorithms that tells us that the Horizon, I don't believe, will be able to sustain at this level of play into the fourth quarter. And we're going to see.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I don't have, eventually as the games start to wear on, I get a few feeds as far as what some of the other teams are doing around the valley here. And I know Chandler was at halftime. Chandler was beating Hamilton, so we could very well see Hamilton in the playoffs as the first round. So I'll let you talk about your two halves there, Rich.
So we've got a slide up here on halftime, or a graphic, and it talks about the tale of two halves that Tim had mentioned earlier. We just talked about it again. It's the difference of the schedule in our first half, Pinnacle's first half versus the second half. In the lower right-hand corner of those two tables, what you'll see are highlighted in the blue boxes that on average, as of this week, our first 6 games where we came out 1-5, we played the average of the 11th ranked in the state based on max preps. And you see on the back half, you'll see that the section that we're in, where the average of the teams that we're playing are averaging at 60, meaning that's their average ranking in the state. And we're looking for that differential to get the understanding. So 1st and 5 on the first half of the game, and now 4-0 on the back half. If we win tonight, we're 5-0. We finish the game above 500, 6-5.
Yeah. So Pinnacle had an extra game because it's a 0-week game. I believe we get to drop a game. I think that's how it works as far as the rankings are concerned. I don't know if it's a coach's choice or an AIA choice as far as what game we drop, or if it is the first game, the Brophy game, is kind of a warm-up game that we drop. I'm not sure how that works, folks, so I apologize for that.
You drop and is that a drop, Tim, for seeding?
Yeah, it's for seeding because we play 11 games where all the other teams play 10. So I don't know how that works.
I thought that would go in our benefit. We're just slightly better.
I'm not sure exactly how that's going to. Well, okay, fine. So be it. I like it. So we could, again, folks, we were talking about playoffs. The two teams that are probably in Pinnacle's sight for the playoffs to start the opening round are either Hamilton or Brophy, depending the outcome of their games. So
In fact, Steve, if you can hear me, if you can move to the next slide, we can actually speak to that. Thank you, sir. Here we go.
yeah, the one before it, Steve. I think it was number 7. Yeah, that one. There you go. We see split screens here, so we can kind of talk to our producer, Steve, and he can get what we need up
So
here.
what I highlighted on the right side, just to get you started here, Tim, talking on this, is that if it was to end prior to these Friday night games, it looked like we had a shot of playing Brophy. And what I put up there in the upper right-hand corner, we played them on Saturday, August 20th in Flagstaff, where Brophy came away the victor 31-10. I'd like to have that game back. I think that game could have been ours. I think the game should have been ours.
Well, you know, I'm going to talk about some of the top teams here. Mountain Point, number 1 seed. Chandler, number 2. Chandler is playing Hamilton tonight. Chandler is winning, so Chandler is probably not going to move out of the number 2 spot. I'm not sure who Mountain Point is playing, but Mountain Point is pretty much running over everybody that they face. So I would assume that they're probably going to stay in the number 1 slot. Perry is also out in the East Valley. They're pretty close to Hamilton High School and all that. I'm not exactly sure who they are playing. A lot of the rivalry games go on the last games of the season. I know Perry played Hamilton last week and beat them, but Perry's probably going to stay in the 3rd seed as well. So it's really from 5 down that kind of changes things up. And like I said, right now Brophy is in our sights, and Hamilton, depending the outcome of the Brophy game or the Hamilton game, those and even Mountain View, which we've also played. These are the teams that can kind of be in our mix or in our wheelhouse as far as facing in the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting. We'll know in the morning tomorrow. If you go on AC,
Well, actually, we won't know in the morning exactly.
Oh, yeah, we do know. They announce it live on AZ Preps 365. They announce it live.
Actually,
So-
that's right. And I think it was in the lower left-hand corner
Yeah.
of the lower box on the graphic. I don't know if it's it's hard to see from there. I did put that in there. I remember that now.
Yeah, so they announce it live, so you can go click on that site live, and the coaches, they all meet. I believe they meet at Marley's, to be honest with you. And they all meet in the morning, all the coaches from the playoff teams, and they decide to talk about the seeding and who the matchups are.
Are you going to go to that? You're going to paint your face half white, half
yeah,
blue?
there you go. Yeah, there you go. So pretty cool there. But it's good to see Pioneers. Pioneers have not missed the playoffs in a lot of years. I don't know exactly what the statistic is. I think it's 12, something like that. We get in almost every year. The 2014, 13-14 team was one of Pinnacle's premier teams. That was when Brian Lewerke was on the team as a junior. That's when my older son played on that team. Josh Hoexter was on that team as well. Very, very tough team. They went too deep into the playoffs, got into the quarterfinals and finally lost. But that was a great year. I think Pinnacle had 1 loss that year in the regular season. And
So
that was a game that Brian Lewerke actually played Horizon here. That was the last time I was here watching a varsity game, so that was a couple of years ago. And Lewerke was playing with a broken hand. Had it all bandaged up, and he had a phenomenal game. Hewless Rose had a great game, some great catches in that game, so that was a lot of fun to watch.
When we started the game and we were making our predictions on the score, I had Pinnacle, the victor, 38-20. Well, there goes my 20.
Well, I said 20, 24, 21. I knew it was going to be a tighter game because but we'll see.
There goes your 24. But it's certainly a tighter game than I expected to be right now. If we continue to see this type of scoring and these drives in the second half, I think it's going to come down to that fourth quarter, or
who's got the ball.
Either who's got the ball, or it's going to be the mistakes on the turnovers.
Or mistake.
Right?
We haven't had a turnover yet on either side, so they're protecting the ball on both sides. So somebody's going to make a key mistake, or something's going to happen. We just hope it's not us. And Pinnacle comes out on top. So I think it'd be pretty cool if we can keep that streak going, beating Horizon every time.
Looks like we got some nice halftime show going on here. We heard Janet Jackson's going to be here.
Well, I'm going to take a breather and sit for a second here. We stand most of the whole game. Here, Rich.
No problem. We've scheduled a halftime guest. He's a mystery guest, and I don't know where he is. So, mystery guest, if you can hear me.
And I
Let's
think,
go.
does our producer know who the mystery guest is?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, send him up here, bud.
So, Steve, can you send up our mystery guest, please?
Here we go. He says he's not coming. That's what he says.
All right, then I'm going to talk about him since he's not coming up. Steve, if you could put the slide up of our mystery guest. Excellent. We really didn't ask him this time. But we would like him to come up and say hello. This is Evan Maxey. Just like last week when we had Matt Higgins, Evan is absolutely an unsung hero in what we do and works very hard with Steve, our producer, in getting cameras set up and headphones set up and our microphones and a lot of different technical components. So Evan is he is also our webmaster. So if you're watching this recording, you went through pinnaclefootball.com, or if you're watching on YouTube after the game, perhaps over the weekend, that is absolutely Tim who took the time to get that video up onto the screen.
Yeah, and he does a great job. He's here way early before the games, getting everything set up. Myself and Rich walk in, and it's basically we can just put the headsets on and run with it, and it's pretty cool. And
oh, that's what you do. I come early and help him.
Yeah, whatever, buddy.
So Evan, in our home games, Evan also.
Oh, Evan's up here. Here we go.
Here he is. He's going to put a headset on because you know what? We must have guilted him to coming up.
Well, we just noticed that outbound audio at the end devices for our viewers seems to be low.
See, I like Steve. Steve sends up some comments that we read. Our producer, as far as some of the comments that Rich makes. So can't really talk about it, folks, but it is funny on our.
Yeah,
site,
that's a jealousy comment. So, Evan, thanks seriously for joining us. Equally important, if not more importantly, thank you for everything that you do in this season. I heard Tim actually just a couple of minutes ago committed that he is coming back next year,
All right.
even though nobody asked him to. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't know.
Tim, I've got your pink slip here.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Thanks.
So, Evan, first things first, I know there's been some news about your son, Alex, number 33. Can you tell us about that?
Well, I don't know if you said it, but I'll be the dad and brag on the kid. He's the number 7 ranked long snapper in the nation, and we've been talking with a lot of schools. And with the academics that he brings to the table, he wants to study computer science. So we've been talking to everyone from Johns Hopkins to Carnegie Mellon and MIT. If you believe it or not, MIT plays football.
Wow.
But we've had a lot of conversations with Johns Hopkins, and I think that's pretty much the direction he's going to take.
Well, congratulations. You must be very
that's
proud.
awesome.
Johns Hopkins is a tremendous school.
Yeah, we've got an official visit set for after the season in December, and we'll see. He saw the coaches at a long snapping camp over the summer. It was just one of those things where that's so important is your kid's trying to figure out where he wants to go to play at the next level. Where's he comfortable? Where does he fit? Where does he like the coaches and like the program? He's got the right academics. Those are the things I think you ultimately got to look for.
Well, you said it's the academics, because football is one part of it, but the academics is the other part. Can't play football forever. The body just doesn't take it,
Yep,
so
exactly
really
right.
you have to look at a career choice, and the career choices is what makes the kids happy. When you ask any high school senior, hey, what do you want to be when half of them, they don't know,
Right.
What do you mean? I got to move out? That's usually what I get,
Can I bring my Xbox with me?
What's going to happen to the potato chips and the games and the pantry and the Coke,
You're not going to put money in my debit to pay for the gas in the car? Wait a minute. No, we were really fortunate that Alexander did have some focus on that front and wanted to, do computer science. And that helped narrow the search, because the alternative is then you begin, blasting every school, and there's, 120 D1A, top-notch schools, and then there's, hundreds of schools below that and thousands at the D3, and then you add an NAIA, and you find yourself, you only have so many resources when you're trying to find, the right home for your kid, and what camps do you go to, and what visits do you do, and all those things. And the nice part is it really kind of narrowed it down to about 25 schools with the top computer science programs, and that's where we went. It made it easier. But there is that shock moment. I still get calls from Nicholas, who's up at the Air Force Academy.
Yeah, sure.
Said, Dad, can you put a few dollars in my account? I want to go out and eat some pizza this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
At some point you get tired of the cafeteria food up there. But Rich, thank you. It's a labor of love to put the broadcast together. We've had a good season, but a bit of a rough season in terms of some technical challenges. Every week there's a different problem. This week we were ready to broadcast about 6:15, 45 minutes ahead of game time, and the sprinklers come on and blast all of our equipment. And it's
so let's just make sure people. That was the crazies who were doing a little bit of routine here. If you heard some of that, it's not an earthquake.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, because what happens is the cameras actually vibrate. You guys can see it on the screen, right? And I think it gives the fans at home, just a feel for how ramped up everybody is tonight, right?
Like smell-o-vision.
Shake-o-vision, right?
Shake-o-vision, exactly.
Oh, here they go again.
So, Tim, there's also Evan, there's also a difference between some of the things that you do at an away game and also a home game.
Sure, absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of those extra things you're doing at home games?
Well, the home games, we set up the videos at the Snack Shack, as you know. And we don't have to do that at the away games. But the away games are always challenging because you never know what power situation you're going to get. Sandra Day O'Connor was a rough broadcast for us. You guys know that.
Yeah, because of the mountains. It's in
between
kind of a canyon,
the mountains and the power lines.
Yeah.
So, we work off our own mobile, hotspot location in order to broadcast out. And we were boxed in by power lines. And so, I know the signal was choppy because we watched the broadcast ourselves downstairs at the broadcast booth, the broadcast station, I guess I should say, and there was nothing I could do. We'll see next year. We're hoping to get some directional array antennas that will help us, kind of penetrate those situations.
So you're coming back. Yeah,
because you're going to have so much time on your hand because your son's going to be at Johns Hopkins spending all your money.
Exactly. Well, my daughter Emily's only a sophomore, so I figure I got at least 2 more years. It's a labor of love, and it really is a great way to spend a Friday night. And we get so many great compliments from folks who tell us that they've got family and friends watching all across the country. And every time you hit one of those things, it's a high five moment for all of us, right? Because you're making it special for somebody's family to be able to see their kid play football on Friday night.
Yeah, and it is cool. We all, like I said, it's a labor, like Evan said, it's a labor of love, and we all do it as a volunteer. Gets us out of the house. I always say it beats what's on TV, and if you have a passion for the game, and it's hard to get away from it.
But it doesn't stop at just the technical support of game night. You do a lot more. You're our webmaster. Can you tell us about that?
I am. So we've got, on average about 100,000 visitors to our website every year. So in the background, it's always a challenge to be chasing out content for the website. And we try to make production videos off of the broadcast games and do highlight videos. This year, I've got to tell you, Dan has done an amazing job as our Twitter handler.
Yeah, he's good with that.
And I've gone so far as to actually feature our Twitter feed, that all these materials he's putting up is one of the mainline content areas of the website, because he's doing such a great job. So, that's a team effort as well. It takes some time, and the nice part is that, we've got Dan and the Crazies and materials from them, and, good active community for Friday night football, for high school football in Arizona. So, we make use of the materials from AZ Central and other stations like, Jared Cohen's materials.
So we've had guests for a lot of the games. So we've had Wesley Nelson from the Crazies. We've had the director from the Spirit Squad, and everyone that comes up and that has participated in these halftime interviews, they all say the same thing, that we're in it for the fan experience, we're in it for the people. Really, no disparaging words except, about you guys when you can't, when they can't live stream.
Work, right?
Yeah, what's going on? I don't know. We can't wave the magic wand up here.
I didn't recognize the face, but I had a gentleman come up to me right after the game started and say, "Hey, how's it going? I just want to say thank you. My mom, who's 82 years old, watches every Friday night, and you should see her standing up and cheering and yelling at the TV." And so, I turned to Steve downstairs, and I gave him a high five. I said, "Brother, this is what it's all about."
Absolutely what it's all about. In fact, and I got that firsthand. I was running around, and I would get, I'd want to know who relatives and friends who are watching remotely, and we do the shout-outs for them.
Right.
And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's all about the fan experience.
Well, we've got some plans for next year that I'm hoping that we're going to be able to put the funding together for. We want to upgrade the software we use and be able to do telestration and instant replay. We were close on that this year and really just
Telestration, I get the pen.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, guys, if we pull this off, you can both have one. You can have like a green and a red pen, and you can draw all over each other's lines.
Yeah,
How's that?
we'll connect the dots and all sorts
Somebody's
of good
got to
stuff.
do the John Madden and say, and this guy came over, boom, and that guy, somebody's got to do the John Madden. That's all I ask.
Oh, we'll do a couple. We'll do some rumbling and tumbling, Chris Berman, and we'll even do some John.
there you go.
We'll do some John Gruden for you.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I told you I watch a lot of NFL.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you guys have seen some sneak previews of it. We haven't been able to.
He says, Steve says, how about blue and white pens? That would be perfect.
Oh, there you go. But we actually have the equipment now. We just have to put some time into some of the software development behind it to finally get a game clock on the screen. We've been trying to get that done for 2 years, and we've got the equipment now. It's just a matter of finding the time. There's some programming, some literal software development that Steve and I got to do to work that in. But it's something that's a fun thing to do. Hey, it gets you into the game before it starts.
Sure.
And I gotta pause here. And, appreciate you guys inviting me up here, but this happens because of all the people who help. We got Steve downstairs. There's our producer. We got you guys on the mics. We got 2 volunteers on the cameras almost every week, and the people that come and help with the takedown and the setup. I want to offer thanks to everybody. Because this doesn't. Thanks for interviewing me, but this is everybody's broadcast.
No, we
right?
appreciate that. So it is. It's a lot of fun. It's a labor of love. So we appreciate everything you do, Evan, and we're going to look forward to having you back next year.
Awesome.
So
hey, so anybody who's out there listening and watching, send me an email and tell me how the volume level is, please.
there
What?
you go.
Well, wait, what was that?
I'm sorry.
Can you repeat that?
I can't
couldn't
hear
hear
you.
you.
I'm sorry. Exactly.
It's interesting you say that. When Tim and I, earlier in the season when we were doing this, our phones were getting lit up by people texting us.
That's great.
It's been tempered tonight. Tim's getting some scores real time from other people. I've only got a couple, of course, people making fun of me. They don't really want me to, do a shout out or anything.
Right.
But
it's cool, and it's what's cool about it is we really towards the end of the season start getting this really dialed in, and then it's over.
Yep.
And that's how it works every year.
Yeah,
So
it seems like it.
Pinnacle Pioneers are getting ready to come back on the field here. Evan, I want to thank you. We appreciate everything you do, and let you get back downstairs and do your magic. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So, folks, again, that was Evan Maxey, our webmaster, and he helps Steve Lombardi with a lot of the production as far as putting this whole thing together. So, pretty cool, and again, an unsung hero behind the scenes. So, if you're just joining us, halftime is just about over here. We're getting ready to get started again. Pioneers are coming back on the field here. So Pinnacle's on top, 28-21 over the Horizon Huskies. We're playing at Husky Field. Here you go. Here's a little ambient noise. And that's all the crazies. You can hear some of that ambient noise. I turned my mic the other way there. They are right. That's the student body of Pinnacle High School right down in front of us. They've got at least half these stands filled up. I mean, these schools are in close proximity, so no problem filling the seats here tonight.
And they stand for the whole game. Actually, we don't do that bad, but certainly not a young man anymore. I got to hold on to the railing. So, hey, we went into halftime with that last score, and by the way, we were on offense going into halftime, and I think those things count.
Oh, absolutely.
28-21, and when they ran out, it looked like they still had some bounce in their step. We can look on the sidelines right now, and there's still some bounce there.
Well, what I was impressed about is that the defense for the Pinnacle Pioneers was totally pumped right at the end of this half, and the defense is going to come out to start the second half here. So hopefully they keep that momentum going, because the last few games the Pioneer defense has really stepped it up, and that's exactly what we need to see here. They have got to come up with some big stops. The ball is sliding back and forth up and down the field both ways here, folks, real easily. I mean, you can tell by the points that are on the boards. Both offenses are clicking. We have not had any turnovers. Both offenses are firing on all cylinders. So it's either going to be a mistake or a couple of big stops by one of the other defenses, or who has the ball at the end of the game. That's probably going to be the determining factor. These games between these two schools are always very tight. Records kind of go out the window, I think, sometimes when it comes down to this, because it's about bragging rights. So both sides are getting warmed up again, as Steve's kind of panning the field here, kind of seeing some of the players and kind of some of the stuff that they do. We got a little bit of alumni down there on the field too as well. Pinnacle Football and the Blue and White Club would like to personally thank all the dedicated sponsors for the generous support in helping the Pinnacle Football student athletes reach their goals on and off the field. Please make sure you stop in and visit our sponsors during your day-to-day routine and thank them for supporting the program and our kids. And again, our championship level sponsor is Chapman Ford, and we want to say thank you, Chapman Ford, for all you do for this program. There are a lot of places in the valley where you can buy a Ford, but only one gives you the Chapman choice, saving selection and service. As Chapman Ford on McDowell Road in Scottsdale, home of the Chapman choice, and a championship level sponsor of Pinnacle Football.
So yeah, Tim, I think we should look to see the defense being fired up. It looks like we've got the kick return team out there is already ready to go, and I don't know if that's dancing or they're fired up. A little bit of both.
Well, that one guy that's out there jumping around is Mr. Wogemuth, number 34, and he's fired up on practices. He's always out there jumping around. He's a fun character to watch.
He's got ants in his pants.
Yes, he does. That's Chase Wogemuth, number 34.
But you do see the other players responding to him, I agree. So I'm looking down on the sidelines, too. I see David Lee down here on number 27. He's, I don't know if he's suited up earlier.
No, he's not.
He's not suited up now.
Not suited up, so that's interesting that he's not suited
Well,
tonight.
we didn't see him in the first half at all.
No.
And I didn't look to see if he had his pads on.
And he does not. So something's obviously going on with David. But, Greg Alley's doing a great job there, also with Caleb Covington in the backfield as well. So, in the first half there, Nash Giffen, number 2, ran 100 yards back on the Pioneers. And since then, McGuire has had some short kicks. And I think Coach Dana Zupke is kind of content with that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that again here as we get ready to start the second half.
Yep, same guys back for Horizon, number 2 and number 23.
Wow, halftime at the Hamilton and Chandler game. Chandler on top, 28-21 over Hamilton. So that's an update there, folks. So McGuire, short kick. Woo.
Fielded by 33. It looked like he dropped it there. Just landed on it.
Terrell Danner, number 33. No return on that one. He just kind of covered it up. Ball bobbled around there a little bit. That's a live ball there, folks. So if Pinnacle would have came up with it, that would have been great.
And right on him was number 87, Tristan Reeder.
Perfect.
So just good timing. Well, good timing to get on him. That if he was able to pick that ball up and run with it, I think Tristan would have been all over him.
So here comes the Horizon offense. Pinnacle defense left the field fired up. They hopefully keep that momentum there. I'm sure Coach Dana Zupke spoke to our kids and told them that this is a winnable game here, guys, and they know it is. So Gregory, number 9, out of shotgun. Brady in the backfield. Brady's going to get the call there, and they've got him stopped. They've kind of got his number. Number 90, Braden Schmers on that, as well as Thans Dixon, number 53. So again, the linebackers there, filling the gaps like they're supposed to.
The gain of about 1, but that was nice. A lot of Pioneers were all over him to stop him.
So Gregory out of shotgun, Brady in the backfield. Split wides to the right. And they're going to do a pitch out to Brady, and he's got a little bit of room.
That was 22, Alex Flood on the tackle.
And he's going to pick up about 7 on that play, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. So they run that, Gregory runs that option. They run that pretty well. I mean, that's a fast little back there. Gregory back to pass. He's going to be under some pressure. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to make a move, and it looks like he's going to scramble enough to make a first down.
That was number 24, Will Zupke, got in there and got his hand on his feet and tripped him up. What's going on over there?
Nothing. One of the kids hit one of the other mics there, so I just turned it away.
Sorry about that banging noise. Just blame it on the crazies.
Yeah,
I saw
exactly
what you really did there, Tim.
There we go. Move that mic out
There's
of the way.
a pitch out to number 23 out to the left side.
Brady. Thans Dixon, number 53 on the tackle there. DeVault, number 4, and Stevenson, 28, both in on that tackle. So really no gain, or maybe a gain of a yard on that play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Again, defense looks pretty fired up.
You do look strong.
So Gregory back to pass. He had a wide open receiver in Molesky, number 35. Levy and Flood both talking about that one. Some miscommunication there, so that's going to be an incomplete pass.
It's going to bring up that 3rd and 10.
Yeah, so this could be a big stop for the Pioneers here.
Really big.
So Gregory waiting for the play to come in from the sideline. Brady off his right. Majas in motion there. And they're going to probably... And he's got nowhere to go.
Tackle number 6.
Hunter Griggs converted from a running back into a linebacker, and you can see why right there. So he stuffed Gregory, and that's going to be a loss, and that's going to bring up a big 4th down for the Huskies. Gregory coming in the punt, number 9. Dylan Stevenson, number 28, is going to be the deep return man for the Pioneers.
Awesome. Just awesome stance.
I love it. Here we go. The Pinnacle defense. They're going to start wearing them down. You know, I think that's awesome. Now we just need a big special teams time. Kind of a bullet, and that one's going to go out of bounds. No return on the play. Boy, he kicks them low and fast, doesn't he?
He does. I think you're right. It's kind of that rugby style.
Yeah, he kind of runs off to the right there and then just kind of, he's going, kicks it. So they're going to down that ball at the 29-yard line of Pinnacle. So out comes Spencer Rattler in the Pioneers offense. And you're going to have Zaire Bogle, number 42, in the backfield, a big back, converted from a linebacker, as well as Covington. Covington in there. He's going to get the nod, maybe get a yard or two, maybe one.
Tackle by 22.
Michael Lopez, number 22, on the tackle for the Huskies.
So that was Covington running out to the left behind 42, Bogle.
Yeah,
and
Bogle.
So Bogle, it looked like he couldn't clear a hole there, so Covington came inside on the right, but got stuffed there by number 22.
So I think Bogle's more in there to do some of the blocking and give Covington a hole or two. So nice little run by Caleb Covington. Tackle made by number 30, Brent Rudolph.
And in fact, that was just what you just said there, right? Bogle out to the right side. He came up right behind him. Bogle setting the block and Covington making the move.
So just a little bit bigger body out there in front of Covington. And Covington is going to be the star running back as he matures into this Pioneer program. He's only a sophomore. So Rattler out of shotgun. Rattler's going to look to pass.
Launching deep.
And that ball was kind of thrown across the grain there, intended for number 88, Hatton. Nearly picked off by number 20, Sprenger. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Pioneers. So a big stop by the Huskies there. You know, he kind of had Dalton Cash across the middle there open. I don't know if Rattler saw him.
He did. You know, it was a 3rd and 3, and again, the guy that watches NFL a lot's going to tell you to do a quick slant or maybe even a run to get that 1st down, and decide to go deep. It's high school.
Yep, McGuire in the punt, high snap. And
Fair catch by number 6. That'll be a penalty on number 8, Leby.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. Come on, guys. Unintentional, unnecessary there, because he signaled fair catch and Leby got right in his face and actually kind of went for the ball there. So they call that I don't know if that's a personal foul or what. I mean, obviously it was unintentional. Yeah, that's going to be against the Pioneers, so that's going to give the Huskies some pretty decent field position to start. See what they march off there. That's a 15-yarder from the spot of the foul. So Horizon's going to start with pretty decent field position, and it's going to be up to this Pioneer defense now. So Gregory out of shotgun, Brady off his right, trips to the right.
That's a different look for Horizon.
It is. It's interesting to see if he actually throws it here, and he is. And a screen pass out to number 81. That receiver, number 81, has been pretty quiet for the Pioneers. That's Dominic Vitale. Was that Flood on the coverage?
That
there?
was. Flood got him out of bounds. There's somebody got knocked down on
the bench.
Yeah. Looked like one of the trainers.
Ooh.
I hope she's okay.
You know, I've been down on the field there where these boys are coming at you at the sideline, and believe me, they're coming full steam ahead, you know. And some of these kids got some pretty good-sized bodies on them, and, you know, sometimes it's like a Mack truck coming through there.
Yeah, I think, you know, Alex was pushing him out. Alex Flood, number 22, was pushing that runner out. He actually ran into a coach. Coach fell backwards and hit this person. Hope she's okay.
So we're going to bring up a 2nd and 6 here. Gregory out of shotgun. Brady in the backfield. Up to his right. He's probably going to run a pitch, and he does.
Oh, nice penetration. Alex, number 4, Andrew Duvall.
Read that the whole way. He saw that coming.
Yeah, it came from the well, I don't even know, was it a safety blitz or he just read
it's a safety blitz. He read it. He saw it. I could see it developing. You know, they're running that a lot there, and the safeties, Flood and DeVault, are both starting to cue in on that, as well as we've seen Stevenson. Even Leby's on the other side there, too. So these guys are starting to cue into this a little bit.
So that was nice. Whatever gain that they got, they actually went back, and now it's 3rd and 11.
Well, they only gave him a yard loss on that. So Gregory out of shotgun. He's going to come back throwing. He's going to throw across the grain. He's going to throw a screen pass. And that ball is tipped. Flood back there, as well as Leby over on that side there.
Yeah, it was intended for number 81 on Horizon.
Yeah, that's Dominic Vitale. He's got, you know, he's one of their better receivers, and he's been pretty docile, pretty quiet tonight. So another great stop by the Pioneer defense. Maybe this other half is going to be about defense and not offense. I don't know.
Tale of two halves.
So Gregory back to punt. Low snap. Kind of a rugby south. He goes for that sideline. He's not looking for, you know, maybe they've done some homework on Stevenson and they're kicking it away from him.
I'm sure they did.
Because that's the third one in a row. So he kicks that one out of bounds, pending the spot here. Not such a great kick. Decent, I guess. They're going to spot it at the 41-yard line of the Pioneers. So Pinnacle's going to start off with decent field position as the Huskies go 3 and out on that last series. So it's up to Spencer Rattler and the boys to try to get something going here on the Pinnacle offense, put some points on the board. Love to see it.
Remember earlier, I was when we talk about the keys to the game, one of them was that defense to stay consistent, meaning Pinnacle defense.
Yeah, we need some points here, guys. You know, the one touchdown difference isn't. So Rattler's going to tuck it and run, and he does. And he's going to get the ball across midfield.
That was a fumble picked up by Horizon.
Okay, here we go. We talked about turnovers. Rattler trying to do a little bit too much there, and you got to protect that ball. Spencer's father not too happy on that play. So was that number 30 that took it away? Brett Rudolph, I believe it was.
I missed it on.
I think it was.
Got that, but I will tell you that Rattler was looking downfield and he couldn't.
No, he couldn't find an open man.
Couldn't find an open man, but his guys also kept running. Didn't look like anybody was coming back necessarily to help him. I don't know if that's what the Pinnacle wanted to do or what's that they work on in practice with the kids. But he decided to run, got it knocked out. Let's got the defense back on, see if we can hold them.
Well, coaches are going to talk to Spencer a little bit, kind of calm him down after that play. So Gregory out of shotgun. He's going to look deep, and he is going deep.
Intended for 6, incomplete. DeVault on
Jack Majas. DeVault to play. DeVault was burned there a little bit. DeVault was playing a little bit of catch up there, and went for the hit. That ball was not perfectly thrown, kind of low. I think we got lucky with that one, Rich. I think we got really lucky with that one.
So I didn't see it because I'm got the binoculars on watching the ball, so I don't get to see it develop.
So Gregory out of shotgun. Brady off to his right. Split wides to the left.
It's a handoff to 23 on the left side.
Brady.
Yep.
Yeah, he made a move on DeVault there.
Tackle 53, I think that's Stans Dixon.
Dixon, number 53 on the tackle. Gain of about 6 on that play. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. So Gregory waiting for the play to come in. Gregory out of shotgun. Brady off to his left. Quick screen pass.
Intended for 6, incomplete.
Jack Majas, number 6, the intended receiver. Ball was just thrown out of his reach a little bit ahead of him. So a blown opportunity there by the Huskies. And I don't think they're going to hesitate here. They're going to go for it on 4th and short, 4th and 3.
Yeah, given the location, we don't exactly know how their kicker is, whether he can make a long field goal or not.
So big stop here by the Pioneers. It's going to get loud over here, folks.
And let's not get called off sides here because it's less than 5 yards to the first down.
Gregory out of shotgun. He's going to throw a quick screen pass. And that ball, that's going to be a first down. Ball caught by number 81, Dominic Vitale. Was that Leby on the coverage there?
That was number 8, Leby on the tackle.
I think I would have played him a little tighter than that.
Probably.
So that's going to move the chains for the Huskies. 3:59 and ticking in the 3rd quarter here, folks. Huskies threatening here a little bit. Gregory out of shotgun. Brady off to his left. And he's looking back to pass, and he is under some pressure. And he's going to throw a pass out to Brady.
So Brady with the catch gets pushed out of bounds by Stevenson. Stevenson comes back in, and Stevenson bumps him with his shoulder, and he gets the flag. Talented player, but
yeah, little
loose.
Yep.
And that's just the wrong time to get it.
Yeah, especially when their horizon's that deep in.
Personal foul, Pinnacle.
So that'll be half the distance to the goal line. That should put the ball down at about the 7-yard line, I would guess. It's going to be 1st and goal for Horizon. Costly mistake. Hopefully Horizon doesn't make them pay for it.
I remember we saw him do something like that on Mesa Mountain View.
Yeah.
The Toros, another game I think that we should have won.
So Gregory is going to be out of shotgun. Nobody in the backfield. Trips to the right. You got Majas, number 6, in motion. Gregory's going to be on the keeper there, and
he's going to get caught by number 71.
71 is Lucas Jarvis for the Pioneers. Gain of a couple, maybe 3. So it's going to bring up 2nd and goal with the ball on about just inside the 5-yard line. So obviously the Huskies threatening here. Gregory out of shotgun. Brady to his right. Brady's going to get, no, Gregory's going to keep it. And he's gonna get that one in. Put 6 points on the board for the Huskies. So that 6 points was
started by a turnover.
By Spencer Rattler there. Another big personal foul by Stevenson, Dylan Stevenson, a big 15-yarder inside the 10 there. So Allmeyer, number 99, coming in for the PAT.
So as we talked about earlier,
he just got that one through. DeVault was close.
We were talking earlier about mistakes.
Yep, mistakes. So we are all wrapped up at 2:56. Wow, just got a Cubs lost 1-0. That's not good in Wrigley.
Tim's a big Cubs fan.
Yes, I am, from Chicago. Just getting some of my info here.
Thank you, sir.
So Cole Johnson, number 45, set the kickoff. Deep man, Covington and Witso. Covington's going to get the call here. Nice return by Covington, as he's going to get out there. Going to spot that at the 39-yard line of Pinnacle. So Pinnacle's going to start off with decent field position. So Rattler's going to come in with the Pinnacle offense. Rattler out of shotgun. Covington off to his left. Split wides, Covington to his right. Split wides to the right. Rattler with the pump. And he tucks it and runs. He is maybe going to get a yard or back down to the line of scrimmage. So I don't know if Rattler, the pocket's collapsing. He's not seeing the receivers. The receivers aren't getting open. I like Rattler when he rolls to the left or the right better, and he's stepping up in the pocket there. That doesn't seem to be working for him.
I do agree. I'd like to see us go back to some of that game plan we had in the first and second quarter.
It's working well.
We got some momentum shifting here toward Horizon.
Yeah. False start against Pinnacle. That's going to back them up 5.
So 2-11, I know we don't want to use a turnout, but a timeout right now, but momentum seems to be swinging.
Well, here we go. Pinnacle kind of doing it to themselves here, moving in the wrong direction. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 16.
Intercepted by number 40.
Wow, but not.
And then there's a flag way
Bucko,
down here.
Bucko number 40. That was, who is that player there? Is that 77 or 78? I think that's 79, Ben Fox. 79, Ben Fox getting wrapped up with another Husky down there. Those two boys were just shoving away way after the play, so I don't know who this one's going to go against.
So it looked like the intended receiver was number 8,
Bennett Leby, but that was a horrible thrown pass. That was thrown right into the hands of Nathan Bucko, number 40 for Horizon. So both of those kids were shoving back and forth. So it's going to, I don't know if they're both guilty or who they're going to nail this one. Is it?
Offsetting.
Offsetting penalties, so. They got to watch it or they'll get tossed. So that's two turnovers committed by the Pioneers, and that's going to give Horizon decent field position on the Pinnacle 40. So Pinnacle's giving it to them right here.
Yeah, last time we turned it over, the Huskies capitalized on it and scored 6.
Yep. So it's going to be up to the Pinnacle defense to try to shut them down here. Gregory out of shotgun. Brady off to his left.
That was low.
Low thrown pass intended for number 6, Majas. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. You know, I don't know if they're putting pressure on him and he's, you know, just not getting his timing right. He's forced to unload that a little bit early. But, you know, the Pioneers are going to really just have to protect this ball. Gregory out of shotgun, a screen pass, and intended for number 45.
And a really nice hit by number 8, Bennett Leby.
Or is that number 40?
That was 45.
45, Cole Johnson.
And Bennett Leby number 8, just came up with a perfect timing and was able to knock that ball loose and called incomplete.
So we got a 3rd and 10 coming up here, a big 3rd down here by the Pioneers. So it's going to be interesting if they don't make it here, if the Huskies stay in and try for a 4th down, you know, instead of punting.
Similar situation what they were in before, and they went for it.
Quick pass.
Complete to number 35, tackled by number 22, Alex Flood.
35 is Molesky.
Yeah, they're going to give him the 1st down here.
Yep. That's Molesky, just knowing exactly where that yard marker was. Flood was right there, but, you know, Molesky was there with that forward momentum and got that 1st down. So here we go. Gregory out of shotgun. Brady off to his left. Vance Dixon.
All over him.
Yep, you got it. You know, he thought he thought Brady had the ball, and then he realized he didn't, and then he put a lick on Gregory, so that's going to be a big loss.
So Vance Dixon is another one of the sophomores, right? We've got some quality sophomore players here out on the field. You were talking about it earlier.
Well, they've got Dixon, I think, kind of playing on the line. Instead of, you know, he plays a linebacker too as well, but they've got him up on the line there, probably because of his speed.
Yeah, I was going to say that's was one of his key things. He jumped up. It was going to be a pass to stop the ball, and he fired up the afterburners and chased him down.
Gregory.
Oh, that's a meatball out of bounds.
Yeah, he just threw it up and out, which was smart. Dixon was he was all over him again. So we've got a 3rd and 17. So Pioneers bringing the heat here. And they should. They got to be getting tired of this, you know.
Yeah, so we're almost at the end of the 3rd quarter here.
20 seconds left here, folks. And we're all wrapped up at 28.
And a 3rd and long. 3rd and, what are we talking about? 15, 17. 3rd and 17.
Gregory out of shotgun. Brady off to his right. Split wides to the right. They like throwing that. Oh.
Tipped. Oh.
So that's okay. It's going to bring up a 4th and 17. So this is going to be interesting to see what they do here.
So that ball was tipped, looked like by one of the linebackers, almost into the hands of Andrew DeVault, number 4.
Yep. So
safety.
So I like this because Horizon's going to punt. So, and Gregory, he's the punter as well as the quarterback. So I think it's a little bit too long for him to throw. The Pinnacle's kind of expecting them to kick it out of the end zone. Let's see. And let that one go back through. Sure. Perfect. So Pinnacle's going to get it on their own 20. Great stop by the Pioneer defense. Now it's going to be up to Spencer Rattler, and hopefully he's kind of gathered himself to where, no fumbles, no picks, and let's just march this ball down the field like he knows he can.
We did. So we turned the ball over on that one, but we're able to stop him and get the ball back. I say we try to hold on to the ball this drive.
Yes. A little bit more, maybe some running, I don't know. And that's what, there you go.
That's going to be Covington on the carry.
Number 35, and also number 35 on the tackle Grant Maliski. So gain of about 3, and that's going to be the end of 3, and we are all wrapped up at 21. Well, this might be who's got the ball at the end of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, right there, once again, direct your attention to the southern 20-yard line. Another one of our sponsor spotlight. International Bookkeeping.
When you have the best-selling trucks in the valley, you appreciate a great ground game. That's why Chapman Ford is a proud supporter of Pinnacle Pioneers football. Chapman Ford on McDowell Road in Scottsdale.
You can make the Chapman choice.
All right, and here we are. We're back.
So update on the Chandler Hamilton. Chandler 42, Hamilton 21. So it looks like Chandler's going to walk away with that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give International Bookkeeping Accounting a big round of applause.
So Rattler's out there with Pinnacle offense. Covington in the backfield there.
Along with 18, Greg Alley.
Waiting for the refs to start this, and here we go.
Hand off to Covington, right up the middle, right up the gut. Go, oh, fumble, fumble! Recovered by Horizon.
Wow, guys, we're giving this one right to them. I said in the beginning of the game, it's going to be who's protecting the ball, and we are not doing it.
I still think Horizon is not up to the same caliber of
No,
Pinnacle.
we're giving it to them.
Yep.
Okay, here goes the Pioneer defense, and we're at 11:50 and clicking. In the game, Gregory out of shotgun. Brady to his right. Gregory's going to throw. He's looking for a screen pass. He's going to go deep.
Nice
And
play by Levy.
Batting that one away. Intended receiver was number 81, Vitale.
That was really nice. Vitale looks like he's got some height on Levy.
Yeah, Levy played that well. That's good because
He did. So here we come up with a 2nd and 10 from the Pinnacle 45-yard line.
Tight formation there. Gregory out of shotgun.
Oh, nice penalty. Oh, couldn't tackle this little guy.
And we got a flag. There might be a block in the back or something back here.
I'll tell you, he is one tough kid to tackle.
Yeah, he's got that low center of gravity, you know, and he keeps himself slow and squatted, you know.
Yep, so we had some hands on him. We had some wrap-ups on him, and he was able to get away from it. It's finally number 22, Alex Flood, who took him out of bounds.
Dana Zupke is pretty upset on the sideline. I mean, he is just getting absolutely frustrated. So that's going to be against the Huskies. But Dana is just getting so frustrated with the missed tackles there. They just got to get this kid. Brady, he's a good little running back. He's got I don't know what year he is. He's a senior. Good little running back.
Probably not so little. He's
What's
probably
funny?
he's 5'11". He can beat both of us up with his pinky.
Yeah. Gregory out of shotgun. Looking for that screen pass. He's going to step up in the pocket. And
again, just cannot tackle this guy.
And they're going for the ball there. Pinnacle going for the ball there.
I mean, Griggs had him a lot earlier and just did not wrap. Bounced right off of him, in fact.
Coach Dana's hollering in at this defense here. So we got a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, they're calling it coming up. Big 3rd down here. It's going to be a big stop by the Pioneer defense. They can pull that off there.
So QB
Majas, Gregory kind of did a roll around like that. Look the opposite direction there. Majas, number 60, intended receiver there. I can't see who that defender is. That Levy back there?
That was Levy, number 8 on that left side.
Good coverage there. Not a great thrown ball. So this is going to bring up a 4th down here.
It's Majas. Is that how you say his name?
Majas.
He had it. I think he just dropped it.
And looks like the Horizon offense is going to stay on the field here as a 4th and 3. So they got to be careful, Pinnacle, to keep it to stay contained here and not jump. Big 4th down. And yeah, they were trying to draw the Pioneers off. It's going to be a Horizon timeout here. Smart play by Horizon. Try to get the Pioneers to jump. Pioneers stayed composed. So Horizon's going to take a timeout here. We are all wrapped up with 10:25. So overtime tonight?
I don't know. If I think in overtime, I'm thinking Cardinals versus the Seahawks in that miserable game. Did you watch that game?
Oh, yeah. So there has really been no field goals here, none of that going on here tonight. It's offense one way or the other.
Offense in all first quarter and second quarter.
Yep, and sliding this ball back and forth up the field. Seems like the teams are getting stuck here around the 40-yard line.
In fact, the only team to score in the third quarter, right, was Horizon. They scored that off of the turnover, the drive off the turnover. And that tied it up at 28. And both of these teams don't score a lot of points in the fourth quarter.
Tight formation here. They're going to put Majas in motion. And
meatball.
Yep. And Hunter Griggs had Gregory and clocked him that time. He had that ball. He was thrown up, and it was thrown away because Griggs was barreling down. Big stop by the Pioneers defense here, and the Horizon's going to turn it over on downs. So now we have got to protect the ball and put some points on, whether it's 3, I told you a tight game, maybe not the 21-24, or put 6.
We'll see, because even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
I'd rather see 6 because the Horizon can move the ball as well. So Rattler out of shotgun. Covington does a spin move. He's going to get the ball out to just over the 40 there. Gain of a couple.
As long as he tucks that ball.
Yeah, they just got to protect that ball. Offensive plays get called in by Coach Dana and Vinny Ciliberti, his offensive coordinator and assistant head coach.
Play action sack.
Yeah, so I don't know. They've got a couple of flags thrown down here, so I don't know what's going on with that one, if it was a hold or what. They came in pretty quick. So
it was a sack by number 2, Nash Giffen.
I didn't see that call.
I'm going to take a deep breath. You ready?
Yeah, we gotta get a first down here, man.
Well, we got, what, 3rd and 15 now?
Yep.
So I don't know what I'm watching through the binoculars. I'm not watching the line here.
Rattler out of shotgun.
Intended for 7, Parker Red.
And that's incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 15. So in the punting unit comes in for Pinnacle. So we go 3 and out. Good times.
Not good times. 9:34 left in the game.
So we're all wrapped up here at 28. So Majas, number 6, looks like he's the deep man. McGuire, 82, in the punt. High snap. Beautiful kick by McGuire. And no return on that play. And it's going to get tapped down by Stevenson, number 28, at the 32-yard line. So I got a real seesaw game here going now. The defenses are stepping up, but, it's the turnovers.
It's absolutely turnovers, just like what we had talked about, right?
Yep.
We had some really good momentum. We were up at the half, and we came out and turned it over twice.
Horizon hasn't made that mistake, and that's we haven't got any points because of any mistakes that Horizon's made. They're just not moving the ball. The defense is doing a great job. So Gregory out of shotgun, Brady off to his left. Quick screen pass. And
number 22 on
Flood. Gain of maybe a yard or 2.
So it was a screen pass over to Majas.
Gain of 1 on that plane. Beautiful read by Flood, number 22. So trips to the right. Gregory out of shotgun. He's going to look for that screen pass again. And
intercepted. Number 4, Andrew DeVault, pick 6.
Huge.
He read that
You got it. He totally read that because you know what? They throw that screen pass all the time, and it was about time. And as I was saying earlier, Pinnacle has not capitalized on anything, and now we have. So there you go. Defense has stepped up.
In the second quarter when DeVault pulled the safety blitz and they ran that screen pass, and he was all over him. Looked like something similar there, and just read it perfectly right into his hands.
So McGuire for the PAT.
Now that'll slow down that momentum. And right when we need it, about 8:40 left in the game. Whoa, that was close to being blocked. It's good. 35. So at 8:40 left in the game. Pinnacle 35 and Horizon 28. Pinnacle's got 3 timeouts left, and Horizon only has 2. That was great. You could feel the momentum shift right there.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, I can even feel the adrenaline a little bit. Pretty cool. I like it.
You get feeling you're going to go suit up, Tim?
I might.
Get in for the last couple minutes of the game?
No problem. They won't notice me out there. Old 50-year-old man running through the field. Hey, throw it to me. Throw it to me.
I'm open.
All day.
Dude, I'm going to do it down and out. I'm going to do a button hook. Drawing up plays on the palms of our hands. Okay, you go this way, you go that way.
So great play by Andrew DeVault on that last one. So McGuire coming in for the PAT. For the extra, for the kickoff.
For the kickoff.
Yeah, there you go. Too much adrenaline, you know. I was thinking about being on the field.
You got to get a Butterfinger in you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Squibber. Oh, yes.
And we recover it. Pinnacle does an onside kick and recovers the ball. And who is that comes up with that?
34, and there's a flag.
Wolgamuth, number 34.
There's a flag on the play. Could be a...
I think that's after the play, though.
Yeah. So...
that ball, Terrell Danner was was kind of going to be the return man there on that kickoff. Great play, pending this penalty.
Workermuth should show a little bit more excitement.
Yeah, he's awesome. Definitely an aggressive player, full of energy. I think he might have and don't quote me, a little ADD there, you know. So that's going to be, penalty's going to be against Pinnacle, but it's going to be Pinnacle ball, first down. We'll take it. Chase Wolgamuth, big play, number 34 on that one. 34, Wolgamuth. Dan passing it, getting our Twitter feed so we get it right. So Rattler out of shotgun. Pinnacle's just got to protect this ball. Love to get some more points on the board. Covington gets the call, number 35. Hard run. And they actually, wow, a little extracurricular activity going there. I think Horizon's starting to get a little frustrated, and that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. And the ref got in there and talked to number 2 there. He's getting just a little bit of extracurricular. Saying, hold on there, young man. Don't give him the business down below. 2nd and 1.
So a nice little 9-yard run by Caleb Covington. Rattler out of shotgun. Covington off to his right. Quick screen pass, and that ball is incomplete. Intended for Stevenson, number 28.
Yeah, it was thrown just a little bit out in front of him and over his head, so a little tough to get that.
That's okay. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. I say you run it here. And let them grind it out.
We saw this before. It was a 3rd and 3. We thought they might run it.
I think you do run it here when it's short.
Me,
here.
I'd run a quick slant off the slot or the tight end off the right.
Rather out of shotgun.
They're formed up like that.
And Covington.
There's a flag on the play. Covington busting it open.
Nice run. We got a flag on the play. I got a feeling that one might be coming back.
Yeah.
So they're going to spot that ball on the 10-yard, pending the. Well, let's see what he calls. Holding against the Pioneers, so that's going to bring that one back. That's a shame.
That's too bad. It really did, really nice run and way to turn on the afterburners, take off.
He's going to be fun to watch in the next couple of years.
Well, I think the whole team is going to be fun. I mean, you've got a really talented quarterback who's a sophomore. You've got a wide receiver who's a sophomore. You've got Covington as a sophomore. These guys are going to grow up together, and they're going to be a force in the next couple of years. Over the next couple of years, next year and as seniors.
Yep.
That's it. I'm going back. I'm suiting up. I want to play.
Hey, somebody else announce the game. We're done. So Rattler out of shotgun. That's going to back the Pioneers up 5, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. And it looks like Horizon jumped. The man that jumped is number 52, Jonah Brownell.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. That moves it to
Correct.
3rd and 1.
Right back to where we were before. I like it. So that negates the hold. Now let's give it back to Covington and let him bring it back down to the 10, or even put 6 on. Just do it all over again.
That sounds like a good plan.
I like it.
And I love it when plans come together.
And I think I guarantee you that's what they're going to call it.
You guarantee?
Yes. There we go.
Ooh, he may not have made it. I don't think he did.
No.
So 4th down, what do you do?
No. I don't think you give Horizon a short field here, but the offense is going to stay out. I think they're going to try to draw them off because Horizon's been a little jumpy to begin with. So if you can get them to move. And they're going to use a timeout here. And Rattler calls a timeout. So they were trying to get the Huskies to move there. I'm sure we're going to see McGuire come in, which I think is smart.
I do too.
Pin him deep. Pin him deep.
Pin him deep. So we got that score up 35-28 with 6:27 left in the game. Yeah, I agree with you.
I think let McGuire kick one towards the corner, and I think he can kick one inside the 10 there, no return, and let him work for it.
I agree. However,
so the Pinnacle uses one of their timeouts. Both teams got 2 left. We've got 6:27 left in the 4th quarter in the game here. Pinnacle's on top by 7, 35-28.
There goes the punt team.
Yep.
No, it's the offense. Offense going back out. So here we go. 4th and 1. This is going to be a big play. We get the 1st down here. And lots of momentum shifting back to Pinnacle. Big play.
So Rattler out of shotgun. Looks Covington and Alley are in the backfield.
Handoff to number 18, Greg Alley.
And he's going
to. I think he may have fumbled. He fumbled it. It's Horizon's ball. I cannot believe it. 4th and 1. I'm taking the headset off for a minute so I can curse.
Wow.
Did you hear that line?
Yeah, we should probably talk over that kind of stuff. So, Gregory out of shotgun. He's going to throw a screen pass out to Brady. Nowhere. Griggs, number 6. The defense is fired up.
The turnovers are killers.
Yeah, we've had 4.
Just killers.
I'm just sending out some updates, folks, because I'm getting updates back. So I'm doing a little respect. Gregory out of shotgun. And he's got a flea flicker. And that's going to be short. Way short.
Way short, intended for number 35. And that was Alex Flood, 22, all over him, sticking with his man. And Duvall.
Molesky, number 35, is the intended receiver, but that ball was way short.
Yeah,
I don't think Gregory's got that deep arm like Rattler does. And you know what? It was funny. My son was telling me, and he's one of the coaches for the freshmen, and he watches some of the varsity film and the huddle and all that kind of stuff. He says Horizon does a lot of trick plays. There was one of them. He says they rely on that sometimes.
Well, I do believe that Pinnacle's outplaying them, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but the turnovers. Gregory out of shotgun. sending a bunch of receivers. Going to be a screen pass.
Intercepted by number 8,
That's
Bennett
it.
Levy.
Bennett Levy.
Come on, guys, come off the field. Good job. Way to get it right back. Five minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Pinnacle 35, Horizon 28. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. We just intercepted the ball, and our Pinnacle offense is back out on the field.
So we have got to protect the ball here. We use the clock, protect the ball, 10 yards at a time, guys. So
hand off to Covington,
and
he definitely had both hands on the ball.
well, you know, the Horizon guys are not letting go of him. That was number 30, Rudolph, and number 22, Lopez on him. And so be it. That's running time off the clock, guys. That's not a good thing for Horizon to do. So they're going to need time. So no gain on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Need some first downs here, boys. Rattler out of shotgun. Alley and Covington in the backfield.
Timeout Pinnacle.
Timeout Pinnacle. Well, Coach Dana didn't like something. He called a timeout. Probably a good time to take it, slow this thing down. We have too many men on the field.
No, we had 11.
He didn't like something. He was looking at the defense, trying to yell something in, and he saw something he didn't like. So we got a great game going on here, folks. 4:46 and ticking, or not ticking. That stopped, I should say. Left in the game. Pioneers are up by 7. Pinnacle's got the ball on their on the 46-yard line. Their 46-yard line. So out comes the Pinnacle offense again.
Yeah, we've got to figure this stuff out. 2nd and 10 here. It's get a first down. Let's get back to our game.
Rattler out of shotgun.
Hand off to Greg Alley, number 18.
And he's going to get dropped in the backfield by number 72, Justin Segura. So I didn't like that, Paul.
I didn't
Alley's
either.
nothing against Greg Alley, great running back, but brought up from the JV level there, and varsity speed, JV speed, 2 different things. And he hasn't seen enough, I don't think, play time on the varsity level yet, but he is going to develop. He's going to come into his own. And again, a lot of respect to Greg. You did phenomenal things on the JV level, and it's good to see you up here. You deserve to be up here. Rattler out of shotgun, Covington in the backfield. And somebody's calling.
That's a penalty against, I think it was a false start.
Wow, here we go. This isn't, wow. Not good by Pinnacle here. 3:59 left in the game. Just got to get that first down there, boys.
Yep.
Oh, boy, that announcer there.
Getting caught from behind, Spencer. Watch out. All right, wisely run out of bounds.
And Giffen chases him out of bounds. Tap on Rattler's shoulders there. So
now we're going to punt and pin him back.
So Levy comes up with that pick, and we can't capitalize on it. The penalties were forcing us in the other direction.
I'll tell you, that was frustrating to watch. I know
it was.
It
was, because you're going to let Horizon back in this one. So Majas, number 6, is going to be the deep man for Horizon. McGuire, number 82, in the punt. So here we go. And Majas is pretty deep. Big punt by McGuire. Fair catch.
And good thing you fair catch. We had some Pioneers on there. We had 88, Hatton, 87, Reeder.
Yeah, Reeder was right down there.
And, of course, number 33, Alex Maxey, was right on top of that kid, too. That kid. Shouldn't call them kids. The punt returner. Only call you a kid.
Nice.
Got Waters and Butterfinger bites.
Yes.
It must be around Halloween time.
I love Halloween. It's my favorite time.
What would you say is your favorite candy, Tim? Is it I got it. Wait.
Butterfingers.
Is it Butterfingers?
It is.
That was going to be my second
And
guess.
Milky Way Darks. Can't find them.
All right, number 9 in shotgun.
Gregory out of shotgun.
23.
Brady off to his left. And delay a game on Horizon. So that's going to back them up. You know, they have a 25-second clock here, but they don't use it. They keep it on the field.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's so good. Well, they don't, because they don't have it on this side. That's why. They don't have it up over here somewhere.
Well, you know what? There's 5 referees tonight, too.
Is there? Yeah, one. There is. That's good. So that's going to back him up 5. Gregory out of shotgun. He's going to come out throwing. Quick screen pass. Majas, number 6 on the reception. He is going to catch that ball low and take a knee. You know, Gregory's under some pressure, and all his passes are very low. You notice that, or short?
They
that
are.
kind of stuff.
They're not accurate. And I think the deeper that it goes, the tougher for Gregory it gets. But it's good to see him connecting with number 6, even though he's got on his knees.
So gain of about 6 on that play. Gregory back to pass, and he's going to be under pressure. Shifty quarterback. Wow, 4 tackles, 5 tackles miss. And he runs it out of bounds there, chased out of bounds by Zupke, number 24. That was about 4.
Alex Flood, 22.
Was that Flood?
Yeah.
So, so that's going to be first down for the Huskies, and Gregory out of shotgun, Brady to the left. Got Majas in motion. And he throws it away. He just not has that accuracy. Leby on the coverage there. The intended receiver was number 81 by Tally. Oh, it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. 2:54 and ticking. Or no, clock stopped because of that incomplete pass. So 2:54 left. So this might be Horizon's last series here with 2:50. What do you think, Rich?
I don't know. Some of the things that I'm still trying to process from this game.
Majas in motion. Greg out of shotgun. He's obviously throwing. He's going deep.
Oh, no. It's a deep pass and a missed tackle.
Flood cleans that one up.
So it looked like, Stevenson was on the coverage, and it looks like once it was complete, he made a move. Stevenson may have overcommitted.
Yeah.
And then he took off, so Flood got there and stopped him from getting to the end zone.
So Majas out of shotgun. Some momentum shifted Horizon's way with that big play. Brady off to his right. Screen pass.
Wide open. Number 81, wide open. He just beat Leby.
Yeah, he threw that. That was a good throw and pass in between the 2 defenders there. That was Flood and Leby back there. So Horizon threatening here. 2 big plays. I don't know what to say.
We're both of us are.
It's the turnovers that have killed us. So Gregory out of shotgun.
Handoff to 23.
Brady.
Tackle by 24, Will Zupke.
I don't think he's got much on that one. Second and goal. Gregory out of shotgun. Brady behind him.
Hand off to Brady, touchdown.
And he's going to get it in, and we're going to get wrapped up here as it's going to get tied. Wow, what a game.
So, yeah, minute 56. They just scored 6. We've got 99 Austin Allmeyer in for the PAT.
So this is big.
Set, kick,
and it's good. Allmeyer puts one through. Overtime?
I don't know. I hope not.
Does we say if it goes that way, it's going to be a second overtime game here, and first one we had this year was against Desert Mountain. Pinnacle came out victorious. That's because Desert Mountain went for 2.
They did go for 2, but it was because of who's on the defensive line. I'm going to forget his name. I got to look up his number.
Over this side.
Was it Chase Lowen, 63?
I can't remember.
That penetrated, put the pressure on the quarterback, and he really had nowhere to go except this one player, even though we had 2 guys open in the end zone. And Carricker and DeVault were all over it and knocked the ball down when they tried for the 2 points. So it was that penetration on the defense.
45, Cole Johnson set to kick off. Deep men, Covington, 35. Witzo, 13. Going to be a deep kick. Covington's going to get the return. Nice return. Going to bring the ball out to about the 34-yard line. Pinnacle's going to take over with 1:49 left in the game here. So, we haven't seen McGuire in for a field goal. So, you got to get down to about the 25, 30-yard line to give him a chance. Dang, boy, that guy's got to yell over that mic, don't he?
Yeah.
Rattler out of shotgun. Protect the ball here, boys. Split wides on each side. Big catch. Going to get out to midfield.
Number 28, Stevenson.
1:41 left. I don't know if he got out of bounds. We'll see here in a minute once they spot the ball. If they wind the clock, they do wind the clock. Rattler's getting the play called in quick. 1:35 and ticking. So Pinnacle doesn't look like they're in too big of a hurry here. Split wides both sides. Covington in the backfield.
Intended for 28, Stevenson.
Number 55 on the coverage here, Jaden London. That's going to stop the clock, 1:15. Ball again still at midfield. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Well, certainly some excitement, some drama.
I don't like that.
There's an entertainment value to it, but not when you're a fan of Pinnacle.
Split wides, both sides. Covington in the backfield.
Intended for 21, Cash.
Cash thrown a little bit behind him. Cash was open. Cash did have the first down. So this is going to be interesting. You have Spencer air it out and have confidence in his arm to get that first down, or do you run it and work some of that clock and take your chances in overtime? Rattler rolling to his left. High pass. was number 88, Hatton. He threw that one a high.
Let's punt. Minute 4 left.
Yeah.
What was the result of the last game that we had? We were at 4 turnovers.
We won.
Mountain View.
No, we had 5, and that was in Desert Mountain. Went into overtime, and we won it. So McGuire back to punt. Nice snap. Nice punt. That one's going to take a Pinnacle bounce and go out of bounds. That looks about like the 6 or 7 yard line. So Horizon's got the whole field to go.
You know what I would like to see here? Because our defense deserves it. A win from a safety.
Yeah, be nice.
Okay, here we go, folks. 55.8 seconds left in the game. We're all tied up. 35-35, and the Huskies are pinned back on their 6-yard line, 1st and 10.
Nothing deep, boys. Gregory out of shotgun.
Hand off to 23.
Brady, he's going to get pushed out of bounds.
He might be close to the 1st down.
Character number 44 in there and default number 4. 47 seconds left in the game. I think the chances of a safety went out. They're going to run it.
Oh, that was, I thought that was a fumble. So Stevenson got down low on his ankles, and DeVault finished him off.
Yeah, and DeVault came up with the ball, but he was down.
Yeah, he was down.
That's going to be a 1st down for Horizon. 37-35 ticking.
And a sack in the backfield by number 53, Thans
Dixon. He's had a good game, Thans.
Boy, is he fast. He'd come up once in a while into the press box when we were doing calling the JV game on the overhead, and he would say hello to us.
Here we go, OT.
All right, overtime. So here we are at the end of the regulation.
So overtime, regular season, it goes, they get the ball on the 20, and they've got 4 downs to get it in. It's 1-1-1-1, and it goes back and forth. They only play one half of the field. I'm sure they're going to pick this side with the scoreboard. So 3-minute break here while they get this set up. Again, this is a game that I don't think should be in overtime, but it is.
It is what it is, Tim.
Yep.
But I gotta work my algorithm. I factor in turnover ratios and opportunities, and I try to put a lot of thought into it. But there's just some games that are more than others. So we turned it over 5 times against Desert Mountain and went to overtime. Desert Mountain's game to win. They go for 2, didn't make it, they lost.
So here's my theory, okay? I think that Spencer should roll out, throw it to Dalton Cash.
Yeah, like they did in the first quarter.
Got it. Cash has 3 TDs. Why not throw it to Cash?
Yeah.
Big body.
And by the way, I would also, on that, you have Spencer rolling to the right or left? Does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
I think
and
he's
they're going
right.
to try to, what I think Horizon's going to do, they're going to try to run it with Brady and or Gregory on an option and have him try to run one in. I don't think he's got that kind of arm that can that can punch one in like that.
I agree. I don't think so either. I mean, you really. So these are designed plays because they start from the 20-yard line.
Right.
I think I agree with you. I would do those pitches that they were doing, the pitching right, pitching left to number 23 Brady.
Right.
And let him run in toward the corner.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. If I'm Pinnacle, I'm going to take 21 cash off the tight end on a quick slant right over the middle. I don't know if it's a quick
I don't
slant.
know if
Maybe
it's better.
it's
Is it better? It's better to get the ball second here, right? I don't know. So all the captains coming back out. They're going to do a coin toss. They're going to figure out who gets the ball first or second.
So from the 20-yard line, you get 4 plays to get it in. Now, if you score and then you kick a PAT, that makes it that you get 7, and the other team
has to do the same.
So now, if they score 7, then it goes again.
It goes again. It goes 3 times, and if it goes 3 times, it can end in a tie. If it's playoffs, it goes 3 times until somebody wins. You know what I mean?
But isn't there a point where they make you go for 2 points on the PAT?
After 3, then they will make you go for 2.
Oh, after 3 on, on both sides.
3 extra point attempts, and they will make you go for 2.
But that's in playoffs because in regulation
I believe
it might
it is.
end.
Yeah, I'll ask my fan fave, one of the other coaches here.
All right, so we got some captains coming out here. It's our captains: number 21 Dalton Cash, number 77 Ben Thomas, number 73 Colin. Colin Higgins, and number 24
Zupke.
Will Zupke.
I don't think this game should be at this point, and I told you it's going to be a.
You told me.
Close game, 24-21.
I don't know. I got to be honest. I don't like it when you're right. You were on the Desert Mountain one. That game was just ugly. Should have never been that close.
They go two times, and then they got to go for 2.
Yep. So I think Horizon's going first here.
Unlimited OT. Unlimited. They got to go until somebody wins.
Okay.
So who got the ball first?
Looks like Horizon's going to be on offense first.
I think it's better to go second because then you know what you got to do.
I like the idea of not turning the ball over and winning the game in regulation and not having to go to overtime and make that decision.
Yeah, we need to be on defense first.
All right.
All righty, folks, here we go. Gregory out of shotgun. He got trips to the right. Split wides to the left. Nobody in the backfield here, so he's throwing. Brady motion. One play. Gregory on the keeper.
I'll tell you what, pretty good play. And I don't think we've seen them run that play earlier. So they brought number 23 Brady in motion. And it was, I don't know if it was an option or not, but it looked like it was a design fake play action to Brady coming across in motion.
Who got hurt there?
And Gregory.
Can you see that number on the
Gregory
shoulder?
moving in. I'll get you in a minute. 44 Carricker. Nope, 4 DeVault. Excuse me.
Wow.
I think he just cramped up. He's still in. Nope, here he comes. He's coming out.
So Almeyer, number 99, in for the extra point. You know, he's dead. You know, you were talking earlier about Horizon hasn't spread the defense. They did there.
Yeah.
And he made it.
All right, offense, here we go. You have to answer right back. I'm not feeling good about this.
No.
I'm catching myself trying to think about what needs to happen here. And I'm not coming up with a good scenario right now. I hope I'm wrong.
So Covington at backfield. You're going to have split wides on both sides. Rattler out of shotgun. Wow.
Parker Red, number 7. That was a bullet. Boy, was that a bullet. So there's 6. Touchdown. Pinnacle answers right back with 1 play. McGuire going to come in for the PAT. Actually, McGuire's not coming in for the PAT. What's going on here, guys?
So you got Witzo.
We're going for 2. Here it is, do or die. This is it, Josh. Oh, timeout, okay. What would you do here, Tim?
I'd kick it. I'd kick it.
Remember in the desert mountain game, and I remember stating like it was after back and forth twice, right? So, and wasn't it the second time or the third time? And they went for it, and I said, you know what? I like the call. It was a gutsy call. You go for the win. We're going to go for it right now. So there's this part of me that says that's the kind of the gambler, the aggressive one that says, you know what? Let's go. Let's go win this game.
Yeah.
And the other part says, well, wait a minute. Our defense can play pretty well. Maybe we should kick it and put the defense back on. You can't come up with a good scenario either.
That's it. I'm done. I'm going to put my pads on. Just give it to the 52-year-old.
Suit him.
Yeah, right down the middle.
Suit him
no
up.
No problemo.
What number would you wear, by the way?
1, because it's slimming.
Here we go, going for 2. We either win it do or die outcome on this play right here, unless there's a flag on the play.
Encroachment,
so moves us a little bit closer. Now on the 2-yard line. Going for 2 points. All right, ramp it up again. Rattler behind center. Okay. So no, didn't get the play off. Take a timeout, so the Pinnacle Pioneers take a timeout.
No, Horizon took a timeout.
Oh, Horizon did.
No,
no, Pinnacle did.
Yeah, Pinnacle did. Sorry.
So Pinnacle took a timeout, and Spencer was Spencer Rattler was under center. Not only was he under center, but he wasn't directly under center. He was actually
turned.
Yeah, and turned with his left shoulder out. What does that mean?
Inside off. I just got to think. Give it to Ben Thomas.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like
the fridge.
Yeah, remember when he kicked that extra point
Yeah.
last week against Mountain Ridge? Oh, that's right, he didn't make it. But
Wow.
it sure was fun to watch him.
Well, this says a lot about Dana Zupke and Coach Siliberti having a lot of faith in the Pinnacle offense. I still believe Pinnacle is the better team here. So here we go.
Rattler and shotgun.
I don't even want to watch.
I'm watching. Rattler and shotgun. It's going to be Rattler on the keeper, and he made it. Touchdown.
Wow.
I mean, at 2 points, we won the game. Oh my God! Look at the look at the Pioneers running out in the field. Wow.
Wow. Incredible.
I agree with you, by the way. Great call by Dana Zupke. Way to show confidence in the kids. Put it in Rattler's hands. It was a play action to number 35, Covington. Moves over to the left, and there was a defender on him. But Rattler just kept pushing forward, put that pill over the line.
Unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. This is a game. All right, let's go back to the big picture here, okay? First of all, Pinnacle has never lost to Horizon on the varsity level, okay?
10-0.
Yeah, or 10, 11, whatever. It doesn't matter, okay? They've never lost, okay? This game, Pinnacle is the better team, no question in my mind. And we should have won this game by a bigger difference than what the score says. 43-42 is the final. Gutsy call by Dana Zupke and Coach Siliberti to do this. We saw Desert Mountain doing it. They failed against us, and we ended up winning that game. This is a great game. Very, Horizon played a phenomenal game. I can't say anything wrong about that. They were in until the end. I think our turnovers, the 4 turnovers, cost us. Great game by Dalton Cash with 3 TDs. Ben Levy with a pick. DeVault with a pick 6 tonight. So a great team effort. I can't really say a player of the game, but a great team effort. A lot of offense on both sides here. Not a real kicking game at all. And with no disrespect to Jeff McGuire could have very easily banged that extra point through. No question in my mind about that. But he's got that laying on his shoulders from last year a little bit. He missed that Brophy game. Everybody's asking me if I like the call. I don't know.
I do, but it was scary.
It was scary. But
that one.
It's good. So, again, awesome game, awesome effort. Great way to round up the season. Pinnacle wins all the back half of their games, comes undefeated in decision in the second half of the season here. This whole spectator side is absolutely pumped. Phenomenal game here, folks. Open-handedly, Pinnacle is the superior team in this division. This is going to be a great momentum booster going into the playoffs. Horizon needed to win to get into the playoffs. So this is going to be a tough loss for them. They fought it till the end, Rich, I can't say that, I've enjoyed this season so much. It was awesome to be here. I thank my sons, both of my sons, for taking me for the ride. I think it's awesome. I think you feel the same way about your son taking us for the ride. I
totally do. I mean, we're not done, but you and I are done broadcasting.
Yeah, we're done broadcasting. This is going to be it for the season here,
signing
folks.
off here, but I was mentioning earlier, Tim, it's a pleasure
Yes.
doing everything with you this year.
Yep.
We'll see what's going to happen next year. I don't think you should be invited back. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
hey, we're having a lot of fun. I certainly think if they would have us and we can afford the time, we'd love to participate. But Tim, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rich. Steve Lombardi, Evan Maxey, thanks for all the help that you guys do downstairs. Folks, we're going to sign off here tonight. We're going to see you next season. See you in the playoffs. Watch it on the AIA. Check out AZ Preps 365. And you can see the bracketing tomorrow. Good night, everybody, from Horizon High School, and good night for another Pinnacle football season. Catch you next year.